I created this theme to avoid copyright. I created this theme to avoid copyright. I created this theme to avoid copyright. Welcome to Grandpa's World. Woo! Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Caught Big
Where's
Mer off
my
guard.
turtle?
I'm gonna bring him up. I wanted to bring him in all special and shit.
Oh, and I blew the surprise already, man.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
I didn't know what was going on, man. You guys don't tell me shit. You don't
So
tell me nothing.
yep. So yeah, the Rumble one did not start, but I didn't think it would because he's a slacker. But got the old exclamation point. So anyway, yes, we have a special guest tonight. We put our regularly scheduled embarrassing albums on hold because it's an anniversary for Michael J. Which anniversary we'll have to find out. But after like being gone for so long, like I don't know what cardboard box he was living in, but we finally found him. So everybody, welcome back to the show. Definitely not a friend of the channel, even though he owns it. That bald bastard himself, Michael J.
Michael.
That's beautiful. Beautiful. It's lovely to be back. Hopefully Rabbit and Red will return Tuesday as planned. Um, oh, there's the ticker. I didn't even, there you go.
Yep.
So yeah, today is actually 11 p.m. tonight is the official first ever podcast that I had done 16 years ago tonight at 11 p.m.
16
was
big ones, man.
16 big ones. 16 big ones. And what is it? Has it gotten better? No, probably not.
Did you have hair back
Uh,
then?
no. No, well, I kind of did because I didn't start shaving until 2020. But
Okay, all right.
yeah, I didn't have hair back then. I mean, I kind of did. It was really balding though. But I tried to hide it a little better than now. I was able to back then a little bit, so that's just how that was.
Well, I definitely want to be the first to congratulate you on 16 years of nothing.
I agree.
You got some good shows out there, though, man. I've seen a couple of
Yeah,
the Mike J shows. You've had some pretty heavy hitters on there, too, right? You've got to
well,
interview some cool people.
yeah, but when it first started, we just did. I mean, okay, so to put it in perspective, 16 years ago today, I was coming out of Toy Story 3, and I had done a test episode the night before with Vincent Paul, who started Rabbit and Red with me, because we were doing that Horlick show. We started that in 2006, and that went till probably August of 2010. Um, so we remember Big Tom that used to be on the network? Well, he kind of was doing his own like little underground radio show. So Vince kind of introduced me to him, and he was involved with Warlick too. So finally, I guess what happened was we got onto his Blog Talk account, and Vince calls me at I guess 10:30 or 10:45. Um, 16 years ago tonight. And he's like, "Hey, do you want to do a podcast?" And I'm like, "Okay. What are we going to talk about?" He's like, "Well, we can talk about Friday the 13th for about an hour because we can get an hour on this account." So I said, "Okay." So we did that from 11 p.m. to midnight Eastern, and the rest is history.
The rest
But it
is
started out as yeah, and it started out as Horlick Radio because it wasn't called Rabbit and Red until about a month in. We were just gonna originally we were gonna do it as like a wrap-up show for Horlick, and we were gonna have, people that were on that show were gonna like be guests. Like we were gonna have um the guy that played Gary on and some of the other people on, and we would just talk about like each episode that we did that week. But it kind of expanded because Horlick kind of um, wrapped up after that because we're like, if we're gonna do this podcast thing like 3 days a week, we can't do that and do Horlick, and it's just too much to kind of manage. So that's kind of how that went down.
And to be fair, though,
And
this is the truth. If he hadn't spent the last couple of years basically being fucked over by some of his family members, we won't get into detail because, this is a public
Mhm.
forum. But those fuckers, well, one of them's not here anymore. But the other two know who they are.
yes,
If he hadn't been fucked over all this time and could focus, he probably would have done a lot better and we would be a lot more successful. Now, I did fuck him over twice and left, and other people have. So it's not just these family members, but he's been fucked over a few times by some people. I think in all offense, like I said, I admit I fucked him over twice, but I don't think I fucked him over as bad as some other people did. So he's had some
No.
setbacks. So he'd be a lot bigger, maybe, but he did recently do that Richard Staley interview, which I wish I had been there for because he did a bad job. But in his defense, he hadn't done it in a while.
Hold
I
on,
love
pause
that
that
guy,
for a
man. I was
Were
pretty
you-
jealous of that interview. I'm a Richard Staley fan. He's quite the Hollywood legend, man. Which brings me to my next question: who was your biggest interview? I know you did Candyman, right? You interviewed Candyman
Yeah,
and
him,
Richard
then-
Staley. Who else
Right.
you had?
Yeah, didn't you have Tom Atkins once?
had him, but that was on the Skeleton Crew, but it still counts because I created that show too, so we can count that.
What about that crazy?
And I booked that interview. Which one?
Put him up, Biff. Didn't you interview him? He's all in trouble and shit
Crispin
now.
Glover? Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Crispin Glover was on Rabbit in Red in 2011. We had that interview, I guess it was New Year's Eve, 2011.
You got Crispin Glover, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
and
I would have
see,
loved to have done that show. I love Crispin
See,
Glover, man.
And I wish, because back in the day when this first started, I wasn't smart enough to download the episodes and record them, or download them just so I had them. Because there's a lot of shows from like Horror-Bit and shit that I'm missing. I'm missing probably like the first, because we started in. Oh my God! Did you put me up here solo?
That's right. Look at that head, man.
Keep going.
I don't do solo. I don't do solo shows, asshole. I'm not looking at the screen.
Going.
No, so I don't. Oh my God, I hate this. So,
Yeah. Keep
now I'm
going.
self-conscious. Now I'm self-conscious, fucker. What are you doing?
Go.
What are you doing to me? No, you fucked me up. You fucked me up. Put me back.
You were talking about Crispin Glover.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, I talked about Crispin Glover, so no, but I forgot or I didn't download the majority of episodes from the Horror-Bit era, so I missed a lot of those. But we had him, what was it? New Year's Eve of 2011. I think it was like 11 o'clock in the morning we had him. I still have a voicemail from him that I played on some shows before back in the day.
Did you have to pay him?
No, dude, I don't pay for guests. I never have. I never will. Fuck that. It's
And
pointless.
Crispin
I will
Glover,
never
though,
pay for a guest.
That guy, man, he's pretty cool, dude. I would have asked him a ton of questions about River's Edge.
That's me too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, well, see, and I forget because okay, so basically back in those days, I still don't really talk during interviews, but we had Vince did that interview with me, and I know he handled most of it. But we had him, if I'm remembering correctly, we had him for probably close to an hour, and he covered everything. I think he actually talked about the whole Back to the Future thing. You know how he was in the first one, but he didn't come back for the second because of I guess
Funny.
there was like, yeah, something like that. And I
Yeah,
think at that time he didn't he
he
wasn't
thought he was.
open really about it at that time.
I always heard he thought he was just as integral to the
Hmm.
overall story as like Michael J. Fox was. So he wanted
Right.
some of that Michael J. Fox money. And he was
Oh,
a
of
big
course.
part of the show, but I mean, obviously they did it. They could do without him. So,
Hmm. Yeah,
but
no, definitely. And they did. And they
I heard
did.
he did
No.
sue them for using his likeness, though. Like, I don't
Oh
know if he
yeah.
won that suit or what the deal was, but
Mhm.
there was a lot of ugliness there, man.
Yeah.
Well, he's in trouble right now. He I don't know. He's been accused of stuff. I hate when people get accused of stuff publicly because we don't got all the facts. But he's been
Right?
accused of some being a bad boy around the ladies and whatnot. I don't know if it's true.
Was he?
I just know
I
it's
don't know.
been
I can believe it with him. Like, I can believe that he's got some issues with impulse controls and everything. I don't think he's watching, but he's he's been known to be crazy for his entire career. So I could definitely see him having those kind of tendencies where he would fly off the handle. Hell, David Lee Roth, David Letterman kicked him off the show because he almost kicked him in the face. Crazy stuff.
Glover, which Crispin Glover's dad was a hitman in which Bond movie? Do you know off the top of your head?
Oh God, I don't know, but I know his dad was an actor. So
And his dad was an eccentric guy too. Like
yeah, he
What
was.
was that Bruce Glover or John Glover, or am I
I think
wrong?
it was John.
no,
I'm not.
Crispin Glover's.
John.
I'm looking it up. His dad,
Yeah, because I'm curious.
Crispin Glover's dad, was Bruce Glover. He was Mr.
Ah,
Wint in Diamonds Are Forever in '71. He played the hitman Mr. Wint in Diamonds Are Forever. So he got to work with the original Bond. And he
So
was big.
his dad was a weirdo too, man.
Yeah, his dad was in Gunsmoke, Mission Impossible, The Mod Squad, Chips, Dukes of Hazzard, Walking Tall, Chinatown. His dad's done a lot of stuff.
right.
So Bruce Glover's his
Yeah.
name. Bruce.
Bruce. Okay. That I do.
There
Yeah,
you go.
that I do know. Um, see, but probably one of
Yeah,
my
we just
favorite
did. We
movies
just did our legendary Bond episode also, and we
I
we missed
I
that. That would
watched
have been
it.
a good addition.
Yeah.
Yes,
Uh, I watched that legendary Bond episode, and I mm-hmm.
it was good. It was
I
good.
see you. I see you guys. I see.
Who you
A
see, man?
lot of
He's
Donald,
probably mad.
a lot of Donald
We
hatred. I get it. That's fine.
we
That's fine.
Donald Pleasant's
That's fine.
Bond wasn't on our high on our list, so he's mad.
It's well,
It should have been
yeah,
higher.
it was I liked him as Blowfield. He was well, yeah. He was only Blowfield for a little while though, right?
Yeah, yeah, but he
You know,
was the best
you know,
one. There's no
I'm gonna
one
you
better.
know what? You know what? I'm gonna hurt your feelings right now and tell you
Okay.
flat out tell you to your face. Telly Savalas
Yep, go
was a
ahead.
better Blowfield. Telly Savalas was a better
Okay.
Look
Blowfield.
over there.
What? All right, hold on. Well, wait. Telly? No, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Put on You Only Live Twice Again, and look when he turns to the and when he pops out of the camera, and he's like, "You only live twice, Mr. Bond," and he's holding the cat like that. That is beautiful. That is the best performance you will ever see in your life. Telly Savalas could not even match that. No.
Telly Savalas. Telly
Oh,
Savalas.
Yeah.
not at all. Not at all.
Telly Savalas would have dragged him around that set, man. Telly Savalas was a better Blowfield.
It's hard
Okay.
to say, man. See, because it's weird that I realize that both actors played Blowfield, but when you say Blowfield, I immediately think of Donald Pleasance.
See,
So,
well, this is
I
see,
don't
knows
want
where
to
it's
take
at.
sides. Don't want to take sides here, but that's just I had forgotten that Telly Savalas played Blowfield. I thought it was always Donald Pleasance,
It
and
should have been. It should have been. Should have
it's
been.
yeah.
But you know what? You know what? You know why it wasn't him for the rest of the time? Because the studio couldn't afford him. I'm sure of it. Because he
Well,
is
and
such a
they
magnificent
killed him
actor.
off.
They couldn't afford him.
They killed him off in the next movie, I think, when they dropped him in the smokestack.
Yeah, that was disappointing. But I'm glad that wasn't him for that reason because Donald didn't deserve to die. So I'm glad it wasn't him for that.
Right? Yeah, they never showed his face. They just showed the back of his head. And
Two of my favorite roles of Pleasance, my top two. There's plenty of them, but my top two will always be he was the bad guy in Fantastic Journey, and he did a really good job.
yeah, he was pretty awesome in that, man.
And
Yes.
and when he did the I can't remember the name of it at the top of my head right now because I'm fucking crazy, but Alice Cooper, when he played the priest.
Prince of Darkness. I was just going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prince of Darkness was a very good movie.
Yeah, Prince of Darkness, because he was a very he was a very good fucking priest. He really was good, but it really took the cake when he turned into a coward at the end and didn't save that lady and all that shit. I was like, damn, that's cold. But it was what if you look at the movie from a realistic point of view, I would have probably done the same thing he was, save myself. So it was just, I love that. That one's my number 2 role for him. The reason why Fantastic Journey is my number 1 is because that was the first movie that I remember as a child seeing Donald Pleasance for the first time.
Yeah, and I was pretty fascinated with it at the time when I saw it. And I just watched it the other day. I just ran across it on one of the streaming sites, and I watched it because Interspace. I also caught Interspace, so I had to catch both movies so I could get it in my palate, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta watch that again.
Yeah, because Interspace wasn't quite Fantastic Voyage, but it might as well be because it's such a rip off kind of, not rip off, inspired by, I guess.
Right.
And I'm not trying to hate on Pleasance because I love the guy, but I'm just trying to my movie tastes are pretty strong. I'm not Rhodes. I know what a good movie looks like.
Oh, well,
I saw another horror movie. I just saw another horror movie with Donald Pleasance, and for the life of me, I can't think of what it was.
Well, tell me what you saw, and I can guarantee you I can probably tell you what it is.
Oh, if you said the name, I'd know. It was kind of it wasn't a big one, but I think it was. Was he in that movie with Jennifer Connelly about the
Creepers or Phenomena? Yeah, Phenomena or Creepers. That's what it is.
Was he in it? Was he in Phenomenon?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what I think I was thinking of. That he was in that movie because Jennifer Connelly, man,
he was the professor, right? The scientist guy. That was, yeah.
That's what I thought he was. He was the scientist.
Did he do a movie? Did Donald Pleasance do a movie once with Saruman? I'm bad with names today.
Christopher Lee.
Yeah, did he ever do a horror movie with Christopher Lee?
Yeah. Deathline or Raw Meat. Deathline was the
Yeah,
unrated cut. Raw Meat is the R-rated, I believe.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was
great
that
fucking
was
film.
that was yeah,
Great
that was
fucking
crazy.
film. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Great film.
he's a good
Great.
actor. It's a shame that you know you don't realize how long it's been and how old we are. But it threw me
Mm-hmm.
for a loop the other day. So I was talking to Michael J about maybe about a month or so when Donald Pleasant's daughter died, and it's like it doesn't hit you that her daughter is like older than us. So it's like it was
I
just
know.
weird, seeing
Like we grew up with these
watch,
guys, you know.
yeah, and then it's like their child died, and you're like, damn, I didn't realize his kid was 70 something years old. Donald's been gone a long time.
Yeah, it's
No, he's
what, Nightmare on Elm Street 5? I mean Halloween 5. Sorry.
Halloween 5. No, he was in
Halloween
6,
6.
wasn't he? He was in 6.
Yep.
That was the
So
last.
90. Not. He's been dead 31. 31 years. He's been dead now.
31
Very
years.
sad.
A
Yep.
long time.
31 years.
Because did
31
he
years.
die? Did he die while they were filming it, or did he die while they were editing it? Was he already done, or did he die
No,
while he was filming?
no, he died. They shot it initially in like October of 94. And then after that was shot, like I guess in February of 90 or like January of 95 or so, he went in for heart valve replacement surgery. And he died February 2nd of 95 because he had complications from that surgery that killed him.
Okay.
And then, so when he died, the producer's cut was set to be the cut of the movie that was going to be released. But the studio didn't, there was interference, they didn't like it. So the summer of 95, they brought back Paul Rudd, Marianne Hagen, and a bunch of the other people like from the cast, and they did reshoots. And they reshot like the ending of the movie and all that stuff, and that's how the theatrical cut like came to be and all that. So
Didn't
still
he
very
die off screen or something like that?
yeah, he did. Well, because originally he didn't die. The whole curse of he was like originally that he was supposed to become Myers' keeper in the series, or at least that's how the producers cut ended. But then, of course, with him being dead, they couldn't go that route anymore. They had to change it. So
Yeah, they had to
yeah,
change it up because there wasn't going to be any more sequels or anything. So pretty sad,
yeah,
man. But
yeah. There should have been.
but at least we got like Halloween H2O and God, what Resurrection, was that the one? We could live without that one.
Yeah,
That one came after H2O,
yeah,
and
yeah. That's
so because I don't know if they could have really went too much farther with the story after part 6. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. Michael J told me once. I don't remember when it was. A couple years ago, maybe. The greatest thing to ever
Mhm.
happen to Halloween was Busta Rhymes. That's what he told
oh
me.
Jesus Christ!
I I don't know. I don't know where you're getting that from, but your facts are
You,
totally
you,
fucked up
you,
because
you told me. You told me.
I would never, I, dude, Busta Rhymes. Oh,
I
oh,
remember when I saw
oh,
that. I went and saw
oh,
that fucking movie at the movie
oh,
theater. And I remember
oh.
thinking, and I think I said it out loud, I'm like, no, Michael Myers, Busta Rhymes is not going to kung fu Mike Myers to death. That's not how this shit's going to go down. It's just
No,
not fucking happening. That movie
no,
sucked.
mhm,
And that was
no.
at the height of, you
Mhm.
know, that was like at the start of when like podcasts were coming around and live live video feeds and all that kind of shit when it was all new and reality TV.
Oh,
I think if I have to pick one, I would have to say Resurrection is the worst.
Yes, I agree with you. Don't see, because a lot of people will say five is the worst, and while five is not the best,
I
five is definitely not the worst.
The only reason why I didn't like five so much is because
Hmm.
I think they had a really good storyline with the little girl and everything. And I think they just
Hmm.
kind of botched it with part five. But I still enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still liked it when it came out and I got it on video. And,
Hmm.
it just, I liked six better than five. But
Well, that's good, Murray. That's how it should be.
yeah, yeah.
Hell,
I didn't like,
if you, I'm gonna be, I'm with you guys. If you, Rob Zombie made a masterpiece compared to Resurrection.
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
mean,
yeah. Yeah, I would take Rob Zombies over Resurrection. I did end up seeing Rob Zombie's movie twice in the movie theater. Well, once was in the movie theater, the second time was at a drive-in. It was like a special second feature, so I did see it twice. Um,
hmm.
Looking back on it now, I dislike his Halloween a lot more than I did back then. Now, one of the reasons why I liked his Halloween was I got to see Rob Zombie, and he did a teaser for Halloween during his concert, and it was one of the coolest things ever, dude. He had these big fucking movie projectors and flames, and everything was orange, and
Hmm.
the pumpkins with the skulls were like spinning on the fucking video screens and pentagrams, and the band went into the it was quite a sight, man.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
I hated that he made him that little blonde haired fucking redneck kid. That's
Hmm.
not even
Yeah.
close. That's not even close to what I imagined Michael Myers being all these years. Like
Hmm.
not even in the same ballpark, you know?
Hmm.
What do
Oh, I
you think,
know.
Grandma?
I don't
What do
know.
you think?
I'm the oddball. I really like the Rob Zombie ones. I like them a lot.
All
Um,
right.
The second one's the
I,
best. I
I think
love the
the
second.
first one was a little long in the tooth. With spending so
Hmm.
much time with him in the insane asylum, they should have
Right.
continued a little shorter. But the second one I like better than the first one because he went in a totally different direction and kind of made an original
Yep.
film. He didn't try to
Yeah,
remake Halloween 2. He did something totally different. And I thought that was, you know,
the
I
second
like the
one,
concept.
I had to revisit it because I absolutely hated that when it first came out. But then I revisited it. I watched it again, and I thought it was pretty good. And like you said, he was going in a different direction. He tried something different. He didn't want to make that movie in the first place.
Hmm.
So I think he did the best with what he had and what he wanted to do. I still don't think it's that great, but it's definitely. I would have to say, yeah, I like the second one a little bit better because I don't mind the whole rednecky kid thing. I thought it was kind of interesting at the time, but it's just not how I pictured Michael Myers. I always
Hmm.
just pictured him to be a normal, average, semi-rich kid. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's what made him scarier was that he didn't come from a broken home. He came from a rich suburban home that was
Mhm.
completely normal. And he looked like your neighbor and he just snapped and killed his family. I think that makes him a hell of a lot scarier than a kid that his mom was a stripper and he was abused every day. I thought that shit was lame, man. I thought it was gay. It was fucking gay. Pardon my French. I had to go off there for a minute. I know it's Pride Month and all, but I wasn't. I'm talking about just the movie being gay. But
Mhm.
I don't know. What do you think? What is your favorite one, Mike J? What is your favorite
My f-
Halloween movie?
6.
well, my favorite is Six. My favorite movie of all time, outside of just everything in general, is Halloween 6. Um, then my second favorite, well, I do like Halloween Kills. I always say Halloween Kills is the best since Curse
I like
because
Halloween Kills
it
too.
was.
It gets a bad rap, and I don't know
Well,
why. It's
I,
like I watched it and I thought it was great, and then I turned around and
what
watched
is
all the reviews, and they were killing it in the reviews, and I'm like, what the what? I thought it was cool. I liked it.
fucking took himself off this.
I didn't like Halloween Ends though.
No, Halloween Ends. I love that one. I
Oh
loved it
man,
because
I
I think, dude, see, look, they made Halloween Ends to piss people off, just like they did with Halloween 3 back in '82. That's
okay.
exactly what happened. And look at him fucking sitting back. I look at him. What the fuck? I see him in this.
Did I miss something? What's going on, Grandpa?
I can't be a part of this with you guys with your Halloween Kills is awesome. That shit sucked.
I thought it was good. I
No,
thought
I
it was
had to
all
go.
right.
I was like, I can't stick around and listen to you guys talk about that shit. That's why he's
First
laughing
off,
so hard. I just disappeared. Poof.
And see, I can't see. I'm stuck in the lobby. I'm watching the lobby feed.
how are you
One
watching the
little
lobby
foggy
feed?
plug
What?
up
Where?
there, man. But I thought Kills was pretty good. I thought it was all right.
Yeah.
Now I
Did you see
haven't
the
seen
tunnel?
it in 100 years,
No.
so I can't tell you really much, pretty much anything about the movie. But I liked
Halloween Kills made me think of Jason Goes to Hell, but Jason Goes to Hell at least entertained me. You know what I'm saying?
well, wouldn't Halloween Ends be more like Jason Goes to Hell though?
Oh, I got confused. Kills was the second one, right?
Yeah, Kills
Yeah.
is the
Oh, no, no,
second one, which was
okay,
pretty good.
I
Hills,
got mixed up.
Hills
Not
is the one with the
Kills.
Loomis lookalike.
Kills had Dead Zone Boy in it. That one I like.
Yeah, Kills
Yes.
had Dead Zone Boy in it,
Okay,
and
okay,
Ends is the one. Ends fucking suck ass. I know
okay.
Mike,
I got
Mike J
confused.
liked it.
Ends is great. Ends is great.
I watched it. I only saw it one time. I only watched it once, and I just remember feeling like, "Wow, this you guys hyped this shit up, and this is really what you're going to give us, man.
Oh man,
Like
I
this is really
ends.
the last Halloween, man."
Ends was the worst thing. That's why he's gone. He's not here right now because he's being punished because he thinks it's the best one.
You put him in the dead zone, man.
Yeah,
And
he's
I
in
just
the
got
dead
to
zone.
apologize to everybody. I'm a little washed out again this week. I'm sitting right next to a bay window, so
Yeah. So we're gonna stop talking about Halloween so I can
okay.
bring him back because he's just gonna make me not want him around. So he's no
He's
longer
gonna
gonna
get
talk.
mad, man.
Yeah. So he's no longer gonna talk about Halloween. We're gonna move on to something else because Halloween End sucked.
What last thing? What do you think about this supposed new movie or series that's going to be coming out?
What? Halloween?
Yeah.
I didn't know they were doing a series. What could they possibly do the series? Are they going to?
Well, see, that's the thing. I guess the series, they were going to do a series, but the idea tanked. So now they're just discussing another new movie. And I'm like, man, I don't know, dude. I'm like, let that shit die, dude. I can't think of anything else they can possibly do with Michael Myers that they haven't already done, you know? I still love the character. I got him on my wall, but I just can't. There he is. He's losing it.
He's going out of his mind.
And he's losing it. Everybody, look at him, folks.
He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose it so bad. He's gonna start growing. Yeah, he's gonna start growing hair.
It's gonna sprout up. It's just gonna be a little puff on top, though, man. It's just got a little puff's gonna pop out of his head, man.
He's gonna look like a he's gonna look like a chia pet.
That's right.
He's gonna have Bob Ross hair.
No, only in one little spot. He's gonna have Bob Ross hair, but it's only gonna be one little puff on the top. So that's the.
Oh fuck it! Oh fuck it!
He's all fucking over there, dude.
I think I killed him.
No, he's all right. He'll bounce back. He'll bounce back. He ain't dead yet. He ain't dead yet.
God damn, that exhausted
on
me.
A side note,
holy shit.
I'll change the subject so we can move on. Yeah. I just discovered I have 2 copies of Weird Al Yankovic's first album. And 2 copies of Dare to Be Stupid. I was pretty excited about that, man. So, I guess the guy who had the collection had a couple duplicates, and he was a Weird Al man, so that's pretty fucking cool, man.
You know, that first album has that rare one no one talks about anymore. It's
What's
all
that?
Like, another one rides the bus.
That's right. You know, it's because it's a true story. I used to ride the bus when that song was popular, and it's a true story. Everything he says in that song is true. It's crazy, but this is what I was listening to today. Fucking Dare to Be Stupid, man. Dare to Be Stupid.
I like his earlier ones before. The later ones. His first like 3 or 4 albums are my favorite.
Oh yeah, me too. I mean, there's the first one that in 3D was wait a minute. I don't know if Dare to Be Stupid was number 2 or In 3D was number 2. I want to assume In 3D was his third one, 3D.
Dare to Be Stupid was third. 3D was in 84. So In 3D was the second.
Okay, all right. Well, that doesn't make sense that he would call his, but, In 3D was the first one that I bought. And it was a cassette, and I bought it at Kmart. And I was absolutely obsessed with Weird Al, man. And I bought Dare to Be Stupid in 3D. I bought Even Worse, with the Michael Jackson cover of Fat. And then, I think I got into heavy metal after that. And I bought Polka Party. I bought Polka Party on fucking cassette, too. That was a big one.
Yeah. His first album was Weird Al. I bought that one. I was given to me because my dad. In 3D was the second one. I had that one. And then he did Dare to Be Stupid. I had that one.
Right.
He did Polka Party. I had that one too. And then
Okay.
Even Worse, I had that one. And then I did get the soundtrack to UHF. I got that one.
I didn't get that one.
And then he did Off the Deep End, where he was in the pool chasing the donut off of Nevermind.
Yeah, I was out of it. I had moved away from Weird Al at that point. You know, that was in like 91. You know, so
Yeah, 92.
yeah, 92. Nirvana was big, and so I wasn't really into Weird Al at that point. I was spending my money on like Sepultura and, you know, heavy metal records and stuff.
Then he did in 93. He did Alapalooza. I got that one. And then I skipped.
I got that one.
I skipped Bad Hair Day in 96.
Yeah, that was stupid. I downloaded all these albums, you know, so I did hear them.
I did buy Running with Scissors in 99 only because it had the Star Wars song.
On CD. I did buy that one.
I bought that one because he did the song about Anakin. You know, my this here.
Yeah, that was a big thing. It was 99.
Yeah,
you know, just feeling up for Star Wars.
I didn't buy Poodle Hat. I didn't buy Straight Outta Linwood. I didn't buy Alpocalypse, and I didn't buy Mandatory Fun. I kind of dropped off. I wasn't getting.
Yeah, I think I heard most of those albums. Like, I know I downloaded Poodle Hat because that was all around the time when that kind of behavior was the big thing to do, you know. So I know I heard all those albums, and I got digital copies. I would buy them now if I came across any of those on vinyl. I would buy them in a heartbeat. Yeah, depending on how much they are. The vinyl game is getting to be too expensive for me these days, man. Like, I'll be doing okay, and then it'll hit that last week of the month, and I won't have money for sodas and shit. And Bubba's always got food though, so that's the important part. Bubba's always got food. I always got toilet paper, and that's all you need, I guess.
I almost went down to the record store today, but I changed my mind. He did a video the other day when the power went out, showing that the power was out and he was gonna be closed for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I closed up early. I saw that.
Yeah, he had Danzig 1 and Danzig 2. I was like, son of a bitch, but I didn't go down and get them.
Yeah, check Amazon first, because those are all reissued now, man.
Right.
The ones I got reissued. I got mine for $20 by Danzig 1. So if he's trying to milk you for like $35, check the Amazon first. You know what I'm saying? Always check Amazon first before that guy.
Yeah.
But the problem is I think he's got the RSD reissues, which the RSD reissues are slightly better quality than the reissues that I got. I got 1 and 4 on vinyl, and I got 4 for 20. No, I got Danzig 4 for $17, and then I got Danzig 1 for, it was either 20 or 25, but I was in a mad rush to try to get it. So I don't particularly like the sound quality of the one that I have. I think I loaned it to you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought, man.
Yeah, Mike needs to get an LP. We need to get Mike buying some records. Get him
That's
some.
right, man.
I have a turntable, but it's not here. I don't know where it is, honestly, at this point.
You need to get one of those suitcase ones, man.
Get one like that. This loop tone I bought's got LP, cassette, and CD. I paid like $110 for it.
Yeah, that's what I got that for. I think somebody got that for me for Christmas a couple of years ago. One that's exactly like what you just mentioned, but I don't know where it is because in the move it's
Oh,
either
so,
at one place or another right now. So I don't know. I'll
okay.
find it
Do you,
eventually, but
do you have any albums though?
not at this time.
Right.
You
It-
got to
but,
get
I had
something.
to
but for
I
you,
had
as
to
you can see from all the requests he gives us, he would have the worst record collection of all of us. He would. It'd all be Bobby
well
Brown and
no,
Maroon 5 and Kid
Well,
and
he
Play.
did bust
I would
out
love
some Ice Cube, though. So he did bust out some rap, so I was going to give him that.
Cube is good. Cube is good. You cannot go wrong with the Cube.
Even
What?
though I was going to turn around and do a counter request, and I was going to request the Isley Brothers version,
Mm.
because, I mean, that's an Isley Brothers sample that Ice Cube uses. And I was going to
You play
request
that next week.
yeah, I
You
might do
play
that
that
next
next
week.
week, Grandpa. I want to hear that. I want to hear that because I don't think I ever
Yeah,
heard the
I'll
Isley.
find out the name of the song, and I think it's like something bedroom, something between the sheets or something like that is the name of the song. But
Mhm.
it's the sample is really cool. Like when you hear it, you know, and it's today was a good day, but they're singing about getting laid and shit. Then
Yeah.
Notorious B.I.G. uses like a shit ton of Isley Brothers stuff. So I might do an all Isley Brothers request because
Oh,
Grandpa loved the version of Summer Breeze that they do. So
No, that was.
ooh. Yeah,
man, I don't know,
it'll
man. I
only
thought that it was
if,
fire,
but,
dude.
but Murr, here's the thing. If you request three Isley brothers, don't do that because he'll only pick the one that he likes the best of the three and only play the one and then fuck you with the other two because he only plays it's only one song per
Yeah,
artist.
that
Because I
is a
remember
Grandpa rule, and I like to
I've
switch it up
requested
a little
more
bit.
than one
I like
Bobby
to
Brown.
I
I
like to
requested
have
more than one Bobby Brown, and he did. I forget what one he did, but
After you played
he
Bobby,
didn't do
after I
all
played
three.
your Bobby Brown, I played Frank Zappa's Bobby Brown.
hey there, people,
Um,
I'm Bobby Brown. I fucking love that song, man.
Now,
Took
I
off
want to
the
say,
ball, but you left the dick.
I want to say something to the people out there who are either watching now or maybe watching later or even a year from now because it'll be on YouTube.
Right, right.
Quit fucking listening to critics and go see movies for yourself. I brought it up last night, and there's no reason why Masters of the Universe should have made way more money than it did. And like I said, I'm grateful that
No,
Amazon has decided to go forward with it instead of getting rid of it and saying, "Ah, it didn't make any money, so I'm done." They're going to continue. They think it's going to be a good franchise, and they're going to move forward with making sequels. They're even talking about having a TV show on Prime for Masters of the Universe.
yeah,
So,
dude, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a total hit. Like when it comes out on streaming, and you know, I'm buying it the day it comes out, and I want a physical copy of it. I don't, you know, I'm probably going to have to wait and get it digital at first, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up getting a physical copy of it because
oh,
I'm down with it.
I'm definitely getting a physical. I don't care, if I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of steelbooks, but if it's the only way, but I'm hoping somebody comes out. I'm hoping Amazon releases it in a nice set or something because I haven't seen it yet, but from everything that I've heard from people that I know, they said it's really good. It's not what people think, but people don't want to, they see a trailer, they see that he him thing on there and they're like, "Oh, it's going to be woke." And it's like, "Dude, give it a don't listen to critics, man. Go see it. If you think you'll like it, go see it."
Right,
I
and
want to see
I
it.
just
I want to see it.
I think they overhyped Scary Movie 6 and everything, and they didn't have Masters of the Universe in as many theaters. Now I was going to go see it, but at this point, it's like, it's been out for a month. The theater it's playing in Janesville, even though it's got the recliners, it's like one of the small, shitty theaters. They're only playing it 3 times a day, so it's probably going to be packed. So I'm just going to wait for it at this point. But hey, there, people out Bobby Brown. I had to bust that out, man.
Did you guys hear the news about the original Masters of the Universe and what Arrow is doing with it?
No.
Because Arrow Video, that boutique line, they have a new like label called Toy Robot, I guess.
Okay.
And Toy Robot.
That's where I'm going to get.
Robot is they're releasing the
Yeah,
original. I think pre-order goes live tomorrow, and it will feature a new extended director's cut on the disc. Very excited for that, I am.
yes.
Very excited.
I got to get that from Toy Robot and Guyver 2. They're going to release the Guyver 2 movie also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, damn right.
I bought the first Guyver on 4K when was it Unearthed Films that released the first one?
Right.
Yeah, I didn't get that one yet. Fuck, I have to get that one. How is
that one I pre-ordered, and then I'll get the Masters of the Universe and the Guyver 2, because that Toy Robot is Arrow's spinoff, like you were saying, to be a little bit less expensive. That is what they're saying. It's not going to be. It's not going to be like a high end, like when they do a lot of their Arrow releases. Mm-hmm. It's going to be still not going to be like, a $20 DVD, but it might be like $25, $26. But
so kind of midline, man.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see it.
I don't know. See, I am not a fan of the original. I like Frank Langella. I like his. I like his Skeletor, and I like Evelyn, and I don't even mind Dolph Lundgren, but too many things about that movie piss me off. Being a He-Man fan at the time, I was so excited, and they could have they had a whole catalog of bad guys that they could have used, man. But they decided to make up some fucking dumb ones. Blade looked cool, but I don't remember him in the comics. I don't remember him in the cartoon.
Well, that's the weird thing about Dolph Lundgren. He was in 2 films that I look forward to the most, that disappointed me the most. It was Masters of the Universe and his Punisher.
Right. No, I heard, I saw a video the other day where they said that Punisher wasn't even released in the theaters. Like, it was straight to video. And I thought that came out before they sent stuff straight to video. But I need to verify that, because I did think it was at the theater for a little bit. You're gonna think this is weird, but I've still never seen it.
You still haven't seen the Punisher?
No, I've never seen the original Punisher, man.
It's not bad. The problem with it is it's too loose. It's just loosely based. I mean, it's not loosely based. I can't explain it. You have to see it. It upset everybody because he didn't wear the costume.
Right, yeah, he didn't have the skull, is what I heard.
Yeah, and I mean, he didn't do a bit. It's one of those. I was disappointed because he didn't look like the Punisher, but it had some of the characters Um, and Lou Gossett Jr. did a really good job as it, but it wasn't the one that came out later with Thomas Jane and the other guy and the new one turned out way better. Turned out way better.
Yeah, I like the one
Um,
with Thomas Jane quite a bit.
but
And I like
Never
Warzone
saw
too. I
that.
thought Warzone was pretty damn good, man.
but I'm really impressed with John Barenthal's Punisher. I still have to see that Punisher movie he just recently did for Disney Plus, and I know he's going to be in the new Spider-Man movie, but I liked his Punisher. It was really good.
Yeah, it's I got
Never
Disney
saw it.
Plus, so I'm probably gonna end up watching that at some point. So
It's an hour and it's a little hour and a half movie. It's pretty good.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know. The Punisher, he spent half the time riding his motorcycle through the sewers, and it was just you still need to see it for yourself. But I was
it's
disappointed.
unavailable on Amazon.
It wasn't this Punisher from the comic books, even though it was, and it was still based. You know, his family was killed by the mob, but it was still. It didn't feel like a the Punisher from the comic books. You'd
It
have
was a Disney-fied, or not Disney-fied. It was
Disney.
a neutered version.
You'll have to watch it
Mm.
somehow. Find a way to see it. I have a copy. If you know, I could probably burn it onto a DVD for you.
Yeah, I mean that wouldn't be too bad because I'm having a hard time finding it. It's not anything that I ever really looked for. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I'll burn it. I'll burn it for you. I got a stack of DVDs. I'll burn it for you because, like I said, I can't explain to you why I didn't like it. So maybe if you watch it yourself, you'll understand kind of what I'm trying to explain. It's difficult.
right?
Mhm.
Oh, hey, it looks like there is a copy. There is a copy on YouTube, so I'm going to end up watching that
Okay.
probably tonight or tomorrow. You
Let
know,
me
once
put it to you,
we get off of here, and
let me put it to you this way. His Masters of the Universe was closer to the source material than his Punisher was. So if that's
you know, and that okay, it puts things into perspective because I thought a lot of the Masters of the Universe was not close to the source material. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was.
you need to watch it and get back to me. Tell me what you think, because
Yeah, I definitely will, man.
Mhm.
I definitely will. What are you doing over there, Mike J?
Yeah, you're being quiet
Yeah.
down there.
Are you? Well, because you guys are talking, so I figured I'm just, I'm letting you talk. I'm listening,
Fucking
taking it
busting your
in.
crank over there, or what? Yanking your crank?
No, I can't. I can't do that on camera. Not at all.
I can't either, man.
No one would
I-
see it anyway.
That's about it,
Actually, you're
man.
right. They wouldn't.
they
They really wouldn't. Are you daring me at this point?
they'd have
No,
to zoom in.
we're not.
They'd have to really zoom in. Use that ultra zoom.
Well, exactly. Exactly. Yes, I agree.
We're
I
getting
agree.
APAC money. That song just came on my TV.
Yeah, you requested it last night because you're trying to get me canceled.
They're gonna come looking for you, man.
They are. I'm gonna have a black SUVs outside.
Because we know you ain't taking APAC money.
You know what? If those guys were to give me money, I'd probably take it.
I would too, probably.
I'm desperate for cash. Yeah, go ahead, lay it on me. I'll say whatever you want.
Yeah, I'd probably if they came over and was like, all right, here's a couple $1,000. You can't say shit about us anymore. I'd be like, okay, all right, fine.
Yeah.
I'm a man of principles, but I also need to eat. So so yeah, nobody listening to me anyway. So
I
we're
did go.
getting APAC money.
I did go trap shooting today for the first time.
Yeah, I heard you did
I
pretty
wanted
good.
to ask you about that. So
Yeah,
wait, hold on. I'm trying to figure something out here because I saw that. So trap shooting. This is what I think when I hear trap shooting, and you're going to tell me what this is because I'm sure my impression is totally wrong. So what you do is you get Ghostbusters traps and you shoot them out and then you shoot at the traps, right?
no, no, no.
That's trap
Wait,
shooting.
no. They shoot those round
Okay.
clays up in the sky, and you gotta
What?
with your gun.
Okay.
Now, he didn't,
Okay.
Grandpa
So
didn't
why?
want to say skeet shooting because we didn't want to make a bunch of
Oh,
jokes about skeeting.
so
So, yeah,
okay.
it's,
So it is. So
They
it
call
is
them
skeet
traps.
shooting.
Skeet shooting
Well,
is
why
what
do
you
they?
do with a girl, but we'll get into that. We'll do
yeah,
that.
that's a whole nother kind of
Yeah.
Yeah,
shotgun
Right.
technique. The
yeah,
old skeet
Right.
shoot.
So
yeah. I
right.
did
But the
trap
whole
shooting.
thing is, why do they call it trap shooting if you're not shooting
I have
traps?
I have no idea, but you take your shells with you to the line, and we do it in rounds of 25, and they
Okay.
set us up. They set us up one person, and then over here is the next person,
Okay.
and they put five of us on a line, and we
Oh
do
shit.
one at a
Okay.
time. Yeah, one shot, and then the
Mhm.
next person does a shot. The next person does a shot, and after you're done shooting, you can put one in
Right.
the chamber, but you can't rack it. You just gotta put. You can put it in, and then when it's your turn, then you rack it, then you aim, and then you say pull, and then you shoot. And I haven't shot a shotgun since I was like 12, and I'm almost 55, so it's been a very fucking long time. And I just bought the shotgun, so this was the first day it was used. Last night before my show, I cleaned it. I have to clean it again now that I used it, but I had never used this shotgun. I had just bought it. So I hadn't, and I'd never
Mhm.
trap shot even when I was a kid. So I was shocked. My first round, I hit 15 out of 25.
Ooh.
And the
Shit.
second round, I hit 19 out of 25. And the
It's
guy,
not bad.
Ooh.
no, well, they were all laughing at me because they're like, this is really not your first time. I said, no, man, it's my first time. They're like, damn, you're really good at this. So I'm gonna see if I
Mhm.
can improve and join their league and do it for trophies and shit. Cause they encouraged me today. So I was excited about that. And these people, I don't know them. They're just strangers. They're in the club. I mean, I know them from meetings, but I don't like know them. So they
Right.
encouraged me today. But I had fun.
They're letting you in the club, man. They're letting you in the club.
So I shot 50 rounds today. It was
How much something like that run you?
well to shoot 25 traps or the birds, the clay birds. They charge you $7 if you're a club member. If you're not a club member and you bring a guest, your guest has to pay 10. But it's $7 because they got to buy the clay trap. So we have to help with that. So we it's $7,
Which
and then
ain't bad.
it's around $10 for a box of shells. So today I spent 14 on the traps and $20 on the shells. So what, $34 for some fun?
Yeah, but that's something you're gonna remember for a while, man. So
Right, because it was fucking fun, man.
right, it sounds like a good time. It sounds like something I wouldn't mind doing.
You
I
could
don't know if anybody trusts me with a gun, though, especially at the club.
I mean, you could probably do it
Ooh.
from your electric scooter, but I don't know, man. With, not to be mean, but with your neck the way it is, I don't know how you. I don't think you could aim.
It,
Not trying to
it'd
be
be
mean,
hard to
but
aim. It's hard to do. It's getting hard to sleep at this point, dude. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
mean,
I
if you
get
had a
mad,
gun,
I get mad sometimes. You know that I was dealt this hand because I was totally normal until I was about 42 years old, and then this started happening. So at least I got
I
to
mean,
have a taste of a normal life for a while. But
if you owned a gun for self defense, your neck wouldn't matter. Just hold your hand out and shoot at the big shadow coming your way.
yeah,
But
I'd be able to bust it out. I keep thinking about getting one, but my friend he bought one and he didn't get it. He bought it through the black market and shit, you know. And he got in a shitload of trouble, and he caught a felony for having that gun. So
Yeah,
Ooh.
you gotta be careful with that. Yeah, I wouldn't
yeah,
recommend
so
anyone buying
I don't know if I want to go that route or whatever, but I wouldn't mind having one.
if you were going to get one, you'd have to. I would always suggest doing it the legal way. You don't want to get caught with
I mean,
an
I think
illegal gun.
I could probably pass the check now, but I don't know if I could have 4 or 5 years ago. But I think I could pass it now.
Well,
You never know.
the good news today is because of a Texas man suing because he uses marijuana and he doesn't think that should bar from buying a gun. Today, the Supreme Court agreed with him. So now they're going to have to make changes because marijuana users can't be barred from having a gun. So I
Ooh.
think that's a good thing because it just like alcohol. You can own a gun and be a drinker of alcohol. Now I don't know about other states, but I'm pretty sure they're all the same. In Wisconsin, if you have a carry conceal permit and you go to a bar and you start drinking, you can get in trouble. You cannot be drinking while you're carrying, but you can
Right.
go home and drink. But the paperwork you fill out would always ask you if you are a recreational user. They're going to have to get rid of that now because the Supreme Court says it shouldn't matter if you're at home smoking weed. You can't be there. It's probably going to be the same if you're caught using your weapon while you're high, you would get in trouble. Just like if you were drinking and using your weapon, or driving and drinking, or driving and being high. But there's no reason why you can't go home, sit back, bust out a joint, go to bed. That shouldn't bar you from owning a gun. So I'm glad the Supreme Court agreed because even if you don't agree with recreational use, the medical use of marijuana, a lot of people, use it medically, and that shouldn't bar you from owning a gun either. So,
Right. Especially in this day and age,
right.
especially when it doesn't
Yeah.
do well. The weed nowadays is a lot stronger than it was back then, but
Yeah.
maybe I'm just old. I don't know, man.
And I would definitely, I would trust somebody. I would trust a pothead before I trust an alcoholic. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I
I'd probably
concur.
be in the same boat. I'd probably be in the same boat.
And I definitely trust somebody who smokes weed over somebody who does meth and, fentanyl and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
but back certain. I might have to get up here and walk around in here in a minute. So
You got to split, or are you just going to take a break?
I don't know. I might split for a little bit and then come back. Are you guys going to stay on for a while?
Yeah, I planned on doing another 45 minutes or so.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to have to get up and move around for a minute.
All right,
And
you can
then
stay connected. You can stay connected. I'll just lower you, and then you can go about your business, and just let me know when you're back.
give me about 10 or 15 minutes.
All right, that'll work.
All right. I'll see you guys in a bit.
All right,
All right.
All right.
there you go. All right, so now while he's gone, we'll discuss some
Okay.
some family business here, and let how long do you think it's going to take for you to get out the doghouse?
You mean with you?
Yeah, with me. Because you're on the show tonight.
Well,
'Cause, you wanted to be and celebrate your 16 years and all that stuff, but you're still in the doghouse. You and Rhodes.
well, see, but here's the thing. I think I'm basically out because I'm here. We're talking. We've been discussing, so I'm out. Rhodes can be in because he's the one that's technically writing. Okay? Let's because here's the thing. You talked to Rhodes and Rhodes threw me under the bus. So look,
Yeah.
Rhodes isn't here right now. So since Rhodes isn't here, I'm gonna fucking throw him under the bus.
I messaged him and said, "Thanks for killing me off, dude." He goes, "Hey man, it's that producer and Michael J. It's not."
Wait, don't give the plot points away on the fucking show. You can't do that.
They'll forget. By the time this movie's made, they'll forget.
Hopefully by next year. That's I'm hoping that's the plan. Well, we have to get see because there's a few things that are in development here that we're trying to work on. Because I do want to bring back VHS Life again, and he doesn't want to do it, but he's going to help me like develop it and come up with the story for it. I believe you're going to be a part of that. I just don't know in what in
You're
what
bringing back
capacity yet.
VH.
You're probably gonna.
Are you are you bringing back VHS Life for a podcast or for a movie?
It's gonna be a podcast, but it's gonna be do you know how okay, so when we brought it back in 2022 and like Poe was involved, it was kind of like more of a uh, like it was kind it got into like less of us covering like movies and things, and there was like more like a storyline going with it. Well, that's kind of like how it would be now. It obviously would be audio only. Rhodes doesn't want to do it, so it would have to be me with like other people.
I'll do it.
So
I'll
we'll
do
have
it.
to. Oh, I'm sure you will, based on because when we're gonna do it like a year ago, and he already did start developing it then. You were in that outline, so you'll be on it in some capacity. I just don't know how it's
I
gonna
don't know
go
why he
yet because
does.
I'm still.
I don't. I don't know why he doesn't want to do it. He's such a weirdo now.
He he says to me, he's like, "I'm retired, dude. I'm retired. I'm retired. I listen to top tier podcasts. I don't do podcasts that aren't top tier." I'm like, "Fuck you, dude.
How
Podcasts
can
that are
he
top tier
retire?
stuff."
He didn't even really have a career. It'd be like me saying I'm going to retire. No one really listens to me, so I'm not retiring. I'd be quitting. He just quit. He didn't retire.
Right, right, right. Yeah, so he quit. He's a quitter. Let's call it like it is. Rhodes is a quitter.
Yes.
Quitter. Quitter Rhodes. He wouldn't believe that. He won't admit it, but that's exactly what he is. But no, so we have to see here how this is going to go with this movie thing because the whole thing is I did the GoFundMe. We got about it's at $800, I think the GoFundMe is right now. That didn't even cover the cost of the new Thorn mask.
Ah,
So the main reason that I have to make these changes is because there's this guy out in LA who's a producer. And I had put a post out on Facebook looking for like help with production, I guess back in May, or no, probably the end of April. And this guy reached out to me. So we were kind of like going back and forth, kind of playing like message tag for a while. And then we finally connected. We got on a Zoom call. I was on the phone with him. I told him basically what we were trying to do with the film. I told him about me, about how I got started with filmmaking, about how I was like my mother's primary caregiver for years, and that, I wanted to do this film thing for years, but I couldn't really do it because I was taking care of her, and then she died, and all the shit hit the fan. So I was just kind of like, in a whole fucking thing, right? And the guy said, he's like, look, he's like, you know, I wanted to help you like before, but after hearing all this, I really kind of want to help you get this done because it seems like it's something you really want to do. It seems really important to you, and I really want to help you do this. So, um, we went through, I sent him, so he tells me, he's like, okay, he's like, so have your guy that wrote it write like a two-pager. What a two-pager is basically just like an outline of the entire story. like in 2 pages. Because he's like, well, I don't necessarily have time to read an entire script right now, so just send that. I'll read that, whatever. So he sent that, and he's like, okay, so I can see that there's like maybe some issues with story. He's like, you have a few, you have too many characters. It just seems like it's like a lot, and you kind of want to like streamline it a bit. So he's like, so why don't you try to write a 2 pager, because you know the story, you created it, so you know it. So you write me a 2 pager. So I wrote him a 2 pager, and then he's like, okay. So now from your 2 pager, I understand it a little more. He's like, I still don't have like a firm grasp. He's like, but I'm getting to a point where I understand it based on what Rhodes wrote for a 2 pager and what you wrote. I get, like, I'm starting to get it. He's like, so send me over the script and I'll read the first 10 pages. And if the first 10 pages hooks me, then I'll continue reading. If it doesn't, then I'll have to see what's going on. So I
Right.
sent him over the script. The current draft of the script, well, the draft before this one that we're working on now, was 102 pages. Okay. Now, for a horror film script, in most cases, he said the sweet spot is 85 to 90 pages. So the original draft was 102 pages. So when I sent him that and he saw that it was 102 pages, he said, already I'm seeing that this is probably going to need to be cut somewhat, just because it's too long. So he took it and he read, and I don't know if I told you all this, but if I
Oh,
didn't, this is like what happened. So he took it and so I guess, like, so I sent it over on a Friday, or I think it was a Thursday or a Friday. I sent it over to him. The following Monday, I get an email and he says, okay. He's like, so I read the first 10 pages, and from it was exactly what I thought, that the script, it's not ready, and we need to get it up to industry standard for, for anything to like happen with it. So he says, so what I did was, he said, I had my assistant do script coverage. Now, script coverage is basically somebody reads the script and basically like gives you notes and shit,
right.
right?
Mhm.
So now I already looked into getting script coverage. Remember when I was on that Slated platform to try to connect with investors? Okay.
Right.
So for me to get coverage, it would have cost upwards of $1,000. I was not going to pay $1,000 to get coverage for this script. I just was not going to do it. So he sent along these notes, because the guy that did coverage gave notes, like for changes and all that stuff. So we went through the notes. Rhodes, of course, was very resistant to the notes. Like, he's like, the script is locked, it's done. Did you tell the guy that it's locked and that we're not going to change it? And I'm like, dude, the script isn't locked. I said it's not done or locked until the fucking camera stops rolling and we're in post production. Then we can say that
Right.
the script is done. I said before that, it's not. It has to be like a body that we just keep working with. So I finally got him to, agree to, do the rewrite. And he's just like, okay, blah, 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 blah. So now he's in the whole process of doing the whole rewrite. And I think right now he's 20 some pages in. And it is, I mean, it's a lot. Like, he really took the notes to heart, and he's doing it to a point where it's like, where it's good. I think it's going to be good. And the thing with your character is, you're in it. And the thing is, it changed the dynamic of your character to the point where you actually are kind of more of a badass. And you may not be in it for a very long period, but your role is much more impactful at this point
I
than it
just
was before.
I just feel, well, I can't really say what I I'm not upset. I don't want to say too much, as I said. I don't want to give away his script, but I just feel he could have, and you could have said, "Well, how about we do
Right.
this?" and had me just leave, just had me disappear.
Well,
You know,
well,
you know.
and okay, well, no, and I get that, but you also have to understand too, this is a horror movie. You know how things work out in horror movies. People
Yes.
that you think are gone or whatever, excuse me, can come back at any time in any way, shape, or form. You don't know. It could happen.
I,
You
I
know what I
know.
mean?
Look, I'm letting you know now. I'm going to get revenge when we do the Skippy movie, because I'm going to
Yes.
put you through hell. I'm going to put you through hell when we do that movie.
You know what? Speaking of Skippy, did you realize that this year is also the 20th anniversary of Horlick?
25 years?
20th. It's 20 for Horlick.
What the
Hey,
hell?
This
What the
year is
hell is the
20.
Skippy movie, man?
what?
So what the hell is the Skippy movie, man?
Has Murr ever
Skippy?
seen Horlick?
I don't
He
think he's
probably
ever seen
hasn't.
Horlick. Skippy, okay, Horlick was okay.
You should.
I don't have anything against Horlick. I think it's really good, but Skippy was the standout.
Horlick was Horlick was okay. You love fucking Horlick just because of
But
Skippy.
but but
What
Skippy,
is that another Mike J movie or what?
that was the thing he was doing way back in the day. His friend owned that video store. They all thought they were Kevin Smith. So we'll start
Oh,
there.
that's like the clerk type thing where he's picking on you and shit.
Yeah, they're playing basketball and they're
Yep.
throwing basketballs at him, and yeah, throwing snowballs at him. Yeah, Skippy.
Yep.
What are you drinking over there, Mike J? You drinking a bottle of wine or some
This is
shit?
no. This is water. This is water.
Okay, all right, just check. I am
Yeah.
drinking
No, I'm
the nectar of the gods. I cannot get enough Mountain. You know,
no
I need my Mountain Dew.
So Skippy
Mountain
was
Dew.
my favorite character. So we've come up with an idea. I don't want to get too much into it, but we've come up with an idea to do a movie. We're going to call it Basic. I came up with the title because there's this show I used to like as a kid. I'm sure some of you know it, and the rest of you are probably like, "What the fuck's he talking about?" It was called Chico and the Man.
I remember.
Yes.
It
So
was a little bit before my time, but
yeah. So we're gonna do. We want to do. I want to do Skippy and the Man, and we don't have everything worked out, but it's gonna be a. We're gonna do a buddy road flick
okay.
where
Okay.
me and Michael J meet online. Our two characters meet online. Well, Skippy and my character meet online, and one day I just show up at his house and take him for a road trip. So, we'll have to have a rental car and we'll have to drive places, and it probably won't be too cheap, but it won't be too expensive either, because there's not going to be any special effects or anything. It's just going to be two idiots in a car, but we're going to do crazy shit. We don't have it completely worked out yet, what the end goal is, but this is this is what we're going to do, so I can get my revenge for being screwed over from the horror movie by really ripping him a new one and picking on him big time in the Skippy movie. He thought Vince and them picked on him in Horlick. He ain't seen nothing yet.
It's I don't know. I was looking forward to the grandpa character, but I still think it's going to be a good movie.
He's still
return
gonna be in it though, Murr.
what's that? Oh, I know he's going to be in it. He's going to be
still in it though. And he's a much more badass
If
character.
I was in better shape,
Really.
I'd come down and be a cameo. I'd be like, I'd be like the crazy guy in Friday the 13th, man. You're all gonna die in there. Oh wait, no, that's Poltergeist.
Crazy Murr.
Sorry. That's cool. What was that guy's name in Friday the 13th? Crazy Ralph? Is that what
Crazy
was that
Ralph,
what his name
yep.
is? Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I'd be
Yep.
Crazy Ralph. It's got a death cast. Camp Out Nightmare. It's got a death cast. Ah! And then Thorn would come up and cut my throat.
Yeah. That's.
I'm guessing Thorn is going to be the big baddie again, right?
Yes, that is the
Cool.
that is the plan. Unfortunately, I can't get the guy that played Thorn originally to do it because now here's the sad thing. He literally just a few weeks ago turned, how the fuck old is he? He just turned 51, and let's just say he had quite a few years of hard living between Camp Out Nightmare 6 and now. So he's really not in good shape anymore. And I know that he cannot play the role anymore, especially the way that it's written now. He can't do it. He can't. It's a shame. But it's
Hey, he was a tall, lanky fella. He did pretty good.
yeah.
But yeah, I
Did you
mean,
get
we've
to
all
6
had
or just 3 through
a
5?
couple years of hard living since that movie came out, man.
Hmm.
I was having flashbacks of, I think you did that movie in what, 99, 98?
Which the 6th one we did in 98, yeah.
Yeah, I was having flashbacks of where I was in 98. There's a couple videos of me. I shot a couple goofy little movies back then, but nothing as cool as Camp Out Nightmare, though.
Well, I appreciate that, but it's definitely not I mean
I
6
liked it. I thought it was
is
good.
different.
You know, for an independent movie that you shot on a shoestring, I thought you did good with it. You know,
Yeah, I appreciate that. It was very shoestring. Yeah, that was oof,
I'm
oof.
still trying to figure out how you got married in part 4 as a 10-year
Yeah,
old and how you're not
right.
married now in 6.
Well, because I'm two different characters.
Well, I
Because the
thought you were
guy
two
in
different characters.
4,
I wasn't
yeah,
100% sure there because I thought, yeah, he
my
died in part
character
4.
in 4, yeah, supposedly died. So in 5 and 6, I play Sean, that character's cousin. But in
Yeah,
Resurrecting the
that's what
Slaughter,
I thought. That's what I thought. I don't want to say I was
right.
behind the times or anything, but and just so anybody
No, believe
watching
me.
knows, this is the first and only time I have appeared on the internet without 2 shirts on. So I got my guns and my side boob hanging out. Sorry to share
Mhm.
that with you, but it's like fucking 80 degrees in my house. Like, and it was nice out, so I left the
Very
goddamn
hot.
air conditioning off all day. And me and Bubba are just fucking dying over here. So I had to crank on the AC and take my shirt off and shit. Too damn
Hmm.
hot.
Ah, okay.
Wow.
I just thought I'd let you know.
As long as
It
you're
was hot
comfortable.
too, though, I think.
That's it. As long as our viewers are comfortable. That's the main thing. I think we got some viewers going on. I think there's a few of them out there.
Well, we got hit earlier, but it was moving so fast, I couldn't do it. We had like 30 something people watching from the Rabbit and Red podcast. They said, well, I don't know what was going on, but it was moving so fast, I couldn't put with the comments because they were hitting us hard. And they were like telling Michael J to shut up, and they said nice walls, but they said that Cripple Cody sent us. So I don't know where they came from. I don't know where they came from.
I don't know either.
Like something like Shuli sent us or something, but they kept telling me to tell you to be quiet and don't let him take over your show like this. But I don't know. They were talking about, nice beard and,
Well, you got a pretty glorious beard. As long as they weren't talking shit about my neck, man.
Grandpa, take fucking control of your show. But I don't know, this guy kept telling Mike to shut up. But they said Cripple Cody. I'm trying to find it. It was moving so fast. I couldn't do
that. Well, we can always go back into Facebook chat and check it out.
Stop and take a breath. But I can't. I don't know where it was. But yeah, they said Cripple Cody sent us. So I don't know. They here.
I don't know.
Shut the fuck up and let Grandpa talk. I don't know. But like I said, here. This ain't the Michael J. Show.
Who the hell is this? I wonder.
Well, they said Cripple Cody sent us. So I don't know what he did. Like this guy was like,
I don't know if he's got a chat going on or something. Or
he said, streamline your story. Could have wrapped this up 10 minutes ago.
How about you streamline this dick?
They were like, Grandpa, say something for fuck's sake. Hey, he has a Joey Bro thumbnail. But yeah, I was like, more like Mike's World. I don't know who it is. Because I'm trying to go scroll through it because they hit us hard. Like comment after comment.
I'm wondering who the fuck is that? That's so weird.
But it did. I'm trying to find the one. Someone asking how much for my copy of Pac-Man Fever.
Hey man, don't be selling that Pac-Man Fever. That was a goddamn gift. And it was a gift that if you fucking get rid of that, it's coming right back to me. You understand?
Right here. The Shelly Bean 27 said Cripple Cody sent us. So whoever these people were, I don't know how Cripple Cody sent anybody though. Because there was like 30 people in here. It was crazy.
Hey, do you still talk to old Cripple Cody?
It's not on my Facebook.
No,
he actually just called me before.
They came through on the. They were on the They were on the Rabbit and Red podcast page. They weren't watching it from anywhere else. They were watching it from the YouTube page.
All right, well that's cool at least.
Oh.
Yeah, because I got us broadcasting on my TV right now.
Like this guy, he said, if no one's watching, how about having this ridiculously boring story on the phone? Speakerphone while speaking that wall. Yeah. So I have no idea, but they said Cripple Cody sent. So you'll have to, So you'll have to ask Cripple Cody what the fuck did he do to get? Because I looked up and it said 35 people. So I'm like, what? So I dropped the little eyeball thing, and it said Rabbit and Red Podcast Network, 30-something people. I was like, holy shit. But I couldn't say, I didn't want to interrupt you, but the feed was just going crazy. They were just...
No, I saw it over here, because I can see the number watching too, and over here it fucking jumped, and I was like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know. And I'm like, God damn, this is insane.
Cripple Cody did something. So it says like
you still tight with old Cripple Cody or what?
Yeah, I don't have a problem. Like, we're not like feuding or fighting or anything like that. I mean, you know.
Yeah, he's
supposed to be doing a political show over here starting this month.
Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't talked. I think we did one show together, if I remember right. It's, God, that was a long time ago, and I don't even remember. I think we did a show together, right? I think we did, right?
No, he wanted to get you on the hot seat, but we never did, I don't think.
Yeah, but I think he was a guest on Backwoods. At one point.
You know what?
He did that episode. I can't remember what y'all talked about because
Yeah,
Joey
I
wasn't
can't
Joey
remember
King.
either. I've done, we've done so many shows. I know he was a guest on Backwoods, and maybe it was just a general discussion. Like maybe it was the anniversary episode where we just started talking about just weird shit going on. But yeah, I could have swore he was
That
on
is
there.
bizarre. That is
I
really
should have
fucking
cut. I
bizarre.
should have cut you off and started showing the comments, but I wasn't expecting it. It happened so fast. I was like, "Wait, what the
Dude,
fuck?"
we
I'm
had
listening
like
to you, and
over 100 comments at
See,
one
that's
it
what I'm
was
time.
my
saying.
stories because my stories are riveting and exciting. And, everybody loves my shit.
Well, you were
Gotta
here.
go.
You had just stepped away when it started, so I
Oh,
don't know.
okay. So I stepped away and yeah, I
Yeah.
had to get up and move around, man. It felt like my brain was starting to cook, dude.
So you're
I'm
gonna
like,
have to
fuck.
ask. You'll have to ask Cripple Cody what the hell he did to
Be
get
like,
that many
I'll
people.
have to
oh,
message
you
him later and
asshole.
find out what the fuck's going on.
Now, we do got to give a rabbit
I
and
mean,
red
'cause
plug. I got to give a rabbit and red plug for tonight. My buddy Chris, he's doing his radio show tonight on Rabbit and Red. It's like
that
punk
is
rock
right.
radio. That's at 10
Mhm.
o'clock. So if anybody's watching, definitely check that out. Good old Danker. He's a good guy. I'm glad he stuck with you too for this long and
Yeah,
still
no, he's
busting the
still
show. And
here.
thanks for still having him. God, it's been what, 2 years now? Or a
No
year?
shit. Well, yeah, dude, he started in fucking.
Dude,
Let
yeah, I
me
was gonna
think.
say that could have been closer to 3 years now.
Janu-
Oh, he's yeah,
January of 20, January of 24 he started.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
two
we're
years.
just over. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's 2.5 years.
It's
So
going on. Yeah, yeah. It's going on
yeah,
3.
yeah,
Yeah, it'll.
he did it. He did my friend. I just want to give him a plug. He was in a band with a guy I was in a band with, and he was a very dear friend of mine. And he passed away from very aggressive brain cancer. And Chris put on a very, very good, touching tribute that I feel horrible that I couldn't make it to. But anybody that knows me knows the logistics of getting me out to a party or a celebration like that are pretty close to impossible at this point, just with how bad my health is and everything. So, but yeah, Chris is a damn good guy, and definitely check out his show. So I don't think he's watching us or anything now, but it's definitely good to check out the show.
Yeah, no, definitely do that. It's
That's right.
yeah, it's tonight at 11:10 Central, and it replays Sunday at 8. So 8/7 Central on Sunday.
And I moved some records today, Grandpa. So hopefully one of these days I'm going to get to trying to record the live stuff again. If I can get the programs to work, I hit that snag and then just didn't try anymore and haven't even turned on my computer in months. So
Yeah,
I gotta try some, get
whenever
some
you
more
do it,
live shows, get the old Grandpa Network still going, man.
if you put if you do it, I'll put it on.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just got to make
Yeah.
sure the program still works so I can pull something cool because there's a lot of cool live albums that have come out since I stopped doing it that I wouldn't mind covering. A lot of I'd like to do Kiss Alive too. I'd
Oh,
like to get Prong done. I'd like to get uh, Motorhead. I want to do a live Motorhead show one of these days because I'm into Motorhead right at the moment.
because I had because Ken's been super busy, so he hasn't been able to do a show. here recently, but I told him, I
that
said,
he hasn't been on there. And what about old Tyree? Has he been busting or what?
"Oh yeah, he was on Sunday."
Yeah, usually I can't.
Mhm.
Usually, I got uh backwoods going, so I can't really catch the show. But I'll check it out next time I can. I keep falling asleep at like 7:30 on Saturdays and keep missing playlist. But I usually get them caught up during the week, so I'm pretty
Yeah,
interested in the scrap metal that you got going on. I've never heard of this.
yeah,
I have no idea what it is, what it's about,
that's
and
on Saturday.
I'm kind of stumped on it because I was like, wow, dude, you bust out some shit that I've never heard of, and that's kind of unusual for me because I like to pride myself on knowing a shit ton about music, but this one I can't find any information on it. Like, there's nothing, you can't stream it. You know what I mean? It's so obscure that I think I said play some scrap metal and it put some dumb fucking. This channel is, based on what you liked. Here's a channel we suggest. Blah blah blah. So
Right.
I'm interested, man.
Well, that's
I'm
going to be
sure it's going to be
Saturday.
on. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be on the. I can find it on the YouTube or whatever.
It's a great album. It's classic. I think you'll like it. Michael J will probably like it. He'll probably laugh the whole time though, because you'll see. You'll see on Saturday.
And I'll tell you, I think I know what it's kind of like. What it's going to be like. I like that shit. I'm a member of this website on Facebook. It's the underrated glam metal bands from the 80s and everything. And it's like all these really fucking obscure, goofy ass hair metal bands that, like, I've never heard of any of these bands. And it's just fantastic. You should check it out, dude. I'll send you the link next time it pops up.
Yeah, Michael J won't be listening to me on Saturday though, because he's gonna be too busy.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be getting a steak
I
finger.
won't, I
You know what
won't
I
be
mean?
listening live, unfortunately.
Yeah,
But,
he'll have to wait and listen. Probably Sunday night on demand.
Right.
He'll listen.
Sunday
man,
night on demand, I will listen. That's
Have you been
you
putting
know
my
what? We
old
need to
episodes?
discuss.
Have you been putting my old
Dude, I've
episodes?
got stuff
Okay.
in the
Okay.
yeah because
Okay.
you still have your blocks that air on the channel
Okay.
on
Okay.
Saturday afternoons,
I gotta
Wednesdays
get
up until when playlist starts,
I
and
gotta get
yeah,
you more because I still got to give you more so you have my whole back catalog. But
yeah, no, I gotta get them. But I wanted to add, and you know what I'll do? Fuck it, we'll do housekeeping on the air. Um, Yelling at clouds. What do you think about doing that on Sundays instead of Saturdays?
I can do it on Sundays because the old lady opens on Mondays too. So she's got to get
Ah,
up at 2 a.m. So I can do it on Sunday night.
yes, if we can switch that, that'd be perfect because I'm available Sunday nights to
Yeah,
listen.
I can do it on Sunday.
So yes,
And
yes.
speaking of roads, that's the second thing that why he's in the doghouse. He
Okay.
I do sci-fi Sundays on Rabbit and Red TV.
Oh, yes.
And then he comes along and wants
Hmm.
to do a Father's Day block. He don't even have any fucking kids. What does he know about Father's Day? So he steals
Hmm.
my block.
Hmm.
He could have done the stepfather films any time of the year, but no, it's Father's Day.
Hmm.
Man, what a dickhead, man.
Fucking
Nah,
road.
I don't even know.
Well, I'm trying to. He had what the hell this? Oh yeah. Well, there's one thing that he wanted to air in his Father's Day block that I'm not airing. he wanted to just he wanted me to take Creep Show and cut the fucking Father's Day segment out of it and just air the Father's Day segment. And I was like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I'm not
I
gonna
don't think
just
that sounds too
do that.
dumb. I think that's pretty cool,
Well,
man. I want my cake, motherfucker. I want
I
my
get that,
cake.
but I can't separate the movie like that. It just doesn't seem natural. So I'm not
Yeah,
airing
yeah.
that.
I
He
mean,
gave me like 8 other films.
George, you got to respect George Romero. See his whole vision.
Right,
And
right,
besides, man, when
right.
you watch Father's Day, you got to stay for the Leslie Nielsen one. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's
Oh yeah, I love that one. I love that.
dude, oh yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
woman
yeah.
get
Leslie
the
Vernon.
dancing.
Yeah, yeah, or Leslie fucking oh my god, what's the
That
fucking
Leslie
ballad, the
Nielsen.
story with Stephen King where he turns into a plant? What was his name?
Oh, Jordy, Jordy.
Jordy. It's Jordy Vale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Jordy. Yeah, because that would bug me the whole night. Yeah, I can
Hmm.
understand where he's coming from, and that's kind of a cool idea. But with Creep
Hmm.
Show, if you're already invested in Father's Day, you're gonna want to see them
Right.
all. You got to see all four, dude.
R-
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I can't trim that. So I was like, nope, we're not doing that. So I mean, he gave me
Even
like
though
9 other movies for that day. So I
I
mean,
know it's gonna sound sacrilegious, but I could probably skip the bug one. If you had to cut it down,
yeah,
I could live without the bug one. That's okay. It's my least favorite one, but
Well, I mean, it's
it's
okay that
very
he took
just
over. It's okay he took over Father's Day though, because Friday night or Friday, I don't know what time it's starting. He hasn't told me yet, but on Rabbit and Red
seven
TV,
7:45 p.m. 6:45 Central, I believe.
right? It's gonna be Grandpa's Takeover, and it's all three Family of Cops films from Charles Bronson. So if you love cheesy Charles Bronson made for TV movies, Family of Cops 1, 2, and 3 are going to be on Friday night, tomorrow night on Rabbit and Red TV.
how do I get Rabbit and Red TV now that we're on the subject?
If you want, I can send you a link on Facebook, Murray, so
Yeah, because I think I
you
had it
can
at
get
one
it.
point, and I don't know what happened to it. But if you guys are doing your shows on there, shit, I kind of want to check it out. And I hope wish there was a way I could get it on my TV. Like, it's not an app or anything, is it?
Does your No, but does your TV have like a web browser on it so you can go on the
Eh,
internet?
it's janky as all hell. Send me the link
Because
and
I
I
was gonna,
might be able to fuck with it.
If you have a if
yeah,
you're
because
using if you have a Fire Stick or a Fire TV, you can use the Silk browser.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got the Silk browser on the
yeah,
Fire Stick.
yeah,
It's not too
you
bad.
can use that.
That's how
Yeah,
I
you
watch
can
it on
use
the
that,
TV.
dude.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll check it out if you send me the link on what to type in the browser. I'll see if I can pull it up and go from there. I barely ever use it, but I think I watched some pornography once on there using that. But
Cause I use I my when I do my regular blocks, which is on the weekends, which is Martial Arts Madness, the Classic Kids Corner, Sci-Fi Sunday, and the Dark Side of Animation. I just do a basic intro, and that's it. But when I do my takeovers, I have a nice intro video, and then here
Mhm.
now I'm putting a music video on at the end. So I'm really when I do my takeovers, I try to make them special and put them, and make them, stand out as opposed to the other stuff that I do over there. Like the
right,
first
right.
takeover I did was last month. I'm thinking the next takeover is going to be all three of the saga of the Man with No Name films.
Hey, dude, I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
So I'm thinking that's going to be the next takeover because we haven't had. I haven't done any Clint Eastwood yet for the for.
Yeah,
for
you got to do some Clint every now and then.
right.
Now, hey, Grandpa, I got a question on a personal note over there.
Yep.
You got a carpet shampooer over there?
Nope. We don't have carpet.
Oh, well, I guess you wouldn't need a carpet shampooer then, huh?
Nope. We got all hardwood
I
floors.
had 3 of them over here, and I got rid of them like a dumb asshole. And I think I still got one in the closet, but dude, it hasn't been used or cleaned out in years. So I don't even know if I could get at it. Anyway, sorry, I just thought I'd ask. I was zoning out, and I was like, well, maybe I can rent one from Grandpa if he's got one, but I guess not, man.
You can rent one from if you don't have one that works, you can rent one from Woodman's. Don't they have the?
Yeah, they got that whole thing, but you know the logistics of me getting out there and getting it are kind of. One of my nurses said she'd do it, but I don't trust her. I don't. Not that I don't trust her with it. It's just I don't. Like if I rented one, I don't know if I could rely on her being there that day. You know, whatever. I don't want to get into it online. I feel like a dork, but
I don't know. I think you could get somebody to help you.
Yeah, because I was thinking about getting one of those services to come over because unfortunately, a couple of weeks ago, Bubba got real sick and I got a bunch of shampoo and scrubbers and shit, and I got it still where it looks okay, but it's starting to look like a fucking war zone over here, man. It's not very becoming, dude.
What was wrong with Bubba?
She got real sick, like she wasn't eating much and she was throwing up, so I don't know if she got into something or I had people on call in case she had to go to the vet and everything, but she snapped out of it. She's okay now. But she threw up like God 5 times. And it's just I got it up the best I could, dude. I scrubbed it and I got plenty of pet carpet cleaner over here and shit, and it just doesn't look good, man. It doesn't look good.
I'm telling you now. I mean, I hate this. I always hate to say this, but you need to start thinking about getting yourself a new buddy.
Yeah, I looked at some today. Me and my dad talked about it yesterday too. Talked about it a little bit. Like he wanted to know if I wanted to go out to the Humane Society, and I said, man, I've been watching the Humane Society every other day for months, and everything they got are big dogs, or like medium-sized dogs. I need a small female dog. And getting those at a shelter they get scooped up super fast. And with my condition, I don't even know if they would let me adopt. It's kind of a weird situation.
Yeah, you got to be careful because, the Humane Society does a complete check on you, and they may not want to let you adopt because you're, homebound and all that. Even with you having a dog walker and everything, they may not want to, to let you adopt. I don't know though. I'm just saying there's a chance they may say no. I don't know.
That's what I'm worried about with like Petland too, so I was thinking about getting in touch with Canine Lifeline, the foster program that I was with before, and see if I could go that route. But again, I have a car anymore. And even if I did, I couldn't drive because we were driving down into Illinois to get the dogs. we were meeting them at little towns in Illinois, picking up the dogs. You know what? More like outside of Lake Geneva kind of shit. Just picking up the dogs. And there's no way I could get out there at this point. So
Right.
I'm thinking about getting a cat next time. I don't know. Little Bubba.
Yeah, but a cat is gonna be a bitch. You know,
Yeah.
only gonna come around when it wants to, and I don't know. I don't. We woke up,
You
man. I
can't
was
snuggle
pissed.
a cat.
My fucking. We woke up yesterday. Me and the wife got out of bed. I went to the bathroom. I came back to change out of my pajama stuff into regular clothes. And my wife looks at me and she goes, "Spray me some spray cleaner, paper towels." The cat fucking puked all over our fucking bed. I
Oh,
was
that sucks.
pissed. She hairballed everywhere. I was like,
Why? Oh,
So I don't. I have me. We have a love-hate relationship. The cat loves my wife to death, but me and the
mhm.
cat have a love-hate relationship. I pet her. I give her treats, but she doesn't trust me, which is fine because I'm a shifty bastard. But me and her just don't get along like me and my dog do. But today my dog bit my
Mhm.
wife, so she's mad at the dog. It's like a fucking zoo over here, man. It's like a fucking zoo.
Yeah, that's sad though. I mean, I
Wait,
thought, yeah, probably the dog was just a little uptight, a little wound
Well,
up, a little tight.
I think he was too excited
mhm.
about getting the treat, and he got overzealous. And when he took the treat out of her hand, he nipped her at the same time. But
Yeah, dude, that I had a little dog named Hans that would do that. He'd just get real excited about getting the treat and would get your hand. He got my fingers quite a few times. Definitely didn't mean to do it, but yeah, he had to get his teeth pulled out and shit, and it sucked. Right, Bubba? She's dead asleep over there. Oh, hey, I'm dying out. You there, Grandpa?
yeah,
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna have to let
Mhm.
you guys go here.
all right,
I'm gonna bust out. I'll see you on Tuesday, Mike J.
I'll see you Tuesday, buddy. Have a good one.
all right, man.
You guys take care. I'm
Yeah,
at like 1%, so I gotta get this. All right, talk to you guys
Yeah.
later.
see ya.
All
Peace.
right, later on. Bye bye.
Yeah, his phone's gonna die. We don't want his phone to die.
No, that wouldn't be good.
No.
That would not
Well,
be good.
at
Not at
least I
all.
still got you here. See, if you weren't here, I would have had to end the show. So,
Right.
now that you're
And I'm
here,
here. Yeah.
but now that everybody, when they came and all the people who came and rated
Bombarded
us.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Mhm.
Like I said, I don't know where they came from. That you'd have, like I said, you gotta ask the old Cripple Cody what he did. But now that they've
Mhm.
mentioned it, that wall is annoying me. You need to get something up for that wall, some posters or something.
Well, it's okay. So here's the deal. This is like still a work in progress. From what I understand, the people that are here kind of like organizing and cleaning, I believe the goal is to have this together by the end of the month. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay. Okay. And this is going to be your room, your room, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. This will be, yes. This will
Okay.
be my primary location, thankfully. Yes.
So how is the shower? Is it
It's
is the shower
magnificent
really
now.
nice? Huh?
Dude, okay. So I had gone to the Sheraton a few times for a shower before the one here got put in. And the shower that was put in here is better than the shower was at Sheraton.
Okay.
It's dude, I mean the amount of water pressure, and I have the little shower head thing that moves, and I can take it down and I can just spray myself down. Oh, it feels so amazingly good. You have no idea. Ah, the pressure. It's like you put it. It's almost like it's almost like it could be like considered like a bidet type, you know. I mean, granted,
Right.
I don't use it as that, but you could use it as that because it'll just shoot right up there, that water, and it'll just, oh, it feels so good. I mean, oh,
Well,
it's
it's a nice looking shower, but it looks like your house was designed like my house, and it bugs me that there's a
yeah,
window in the shower.
yeah, dude, I mean, it's always been like that for them. I mean, but they have I mean, it's blocked, so you can't see in
Right.
or out of it or
Ours,
whatever, but it,
yeah, ours has that special glass, so you can't
hmm
see in or out, but
hmm
it's all wood around, so I have to have a shower curtain on that side of the wall so it doesn't rot out the window. It's like I wish
Oh
when he did
shit.
the yeah, I wish he had. I wish he when he put in that. I wish they didn't put a window in the shower. It just bugs me because I don't want the window to
Right.
rot. So I got to keep a and you know how shower curtains are. They like to
hmm
freaking suck in and touch your body. So now I've got a shower curtain on both
Yeah.
sides of me. It's like,
Oh,
eventually
oh no,
we're gonna
no,
have to
no.
redo our bathroom, and I think I'm gonna
hmm
go the route that you went with a walk-in because it is so much better.
Dude, dude, I mean, price wise, it's a bit of a nightmare, but I mean, because the thing is, they were gonna do either a walk-in or one of those like therapy, or one of those like walk-in tubs with the like
Right.
massage therapy jets. But the guy that came out from the company that was doing it was like, you don't want to get the tub with the jets because they it's like a pain in the ass. You have to once you get in there, you have to keep the door closed, fill it up all the way, and then before you can like walk out of the tub, you have to like wait until it drains and is completely empty before you open the door and walk out of it. So it's like, and plus the difference in price was okay. So the walk-in shower was like close to 15,000, and if you did like the walk-in tub with the therapeutic jets, that would have been like $25,000.
Oh. So y'all went 15.
So yes, yes, because I
Still a lot of
mean,
money.
yeah, no, it definitely is. And if it wasn't for the, a very generous friend, it probably still wouldn't have happened, honestly.
You're a benefactor.
Yes, yes. Let's just call him that. Yes.
Yeah, that was, but it's still nice. I mean, but it took them what,
Oh
two
yeah.
days? Took them 2 days?
Uh, well, see, it's okay. So the first day they got here at like 7:30 in the morning, and they were done by, and they left at like 3:30. Okay. And then the second day they got here at about the same time, 7:30, and they were done by 2. So it was like a Thursday and a Friday, and then that was it. And then I could use it Saturday morning, which I did. So,
Well, I mean, it's a good thing that you got it because you were tired of having to go. You know, well, we won't get into it, but you needed it. You needed it.
yes, very much so.
It was
Very much so.
staying clean was becoming a hassle for you. So we'll just leave it at that.
Yes. Yes, it was. I'm very glad that now I can, be clean on a regular basis. That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
So, but hey, it
Because
is what
getting
it
into
is.
a tub was not my strong point. Like I don't know how, like if you have like a big, like a high tub that you have to get into, but yeah, I ugh, wouldn't be able to do it. just wouldn't be able to do it. When I was younger, I could do it, but now it's like my muscles are a little tighter now, and it's like they just refuse to work sometimes. So
So
that's
you
just
can't
how
lift your
that is.
legs. You can't lift your legs too high to get over the.
No, I mean I can lift them and like my knees bend and all that, but they just don't lift like high. You know what I mean? Like they lift, but they don't lift high. So that's the issue that I'm facing now.
But if you had to get into a tub that
Hmm.
was that high, don't you risk slipping? How you'd have to have
Right.
all these rails because you'd slip, right?
Well, no, that's the thing. They had rails on their tub here, but even with the rails, I still couldn't lift my leg up high enough to get
Oh,
into the tub.
okay.
That was the problem.
Can you? Do you have
That's
to take a cane into the tub with you? Do you have enough strength to stand and
um
shower, or do you have to
oh
have?
yeah. Oh yeah. No, no, no. I have strength to stand and shower. That's not a problem. So I don't like there's a bench in the shower, but I don't use it. I just stand
So
there
for so
because
for what's wrong with you, it's not a matter of standing; it's a matter of motion. You can
right,
stand still,
right.
but once you have to start moving, you need help.
Well, I mean, it's just it's a balance. Well, it's more so a balance issue because well, that's why I have the canes and shit that I walk with. But I mean, it's more so like just lifting my leg high enough to do things at this point. Like I can move and I'm okay, but like if I have to like lift my leg like really high, like even well, mostly like curbs I'm good with, but if a curb is like really high, I might need some help to kind of like give me that extra boost to get up, like to get my
Oh,
leg up high enough to get up on a curb. So,
okay,
but
I
it's
see.
weird because when I was younger, I didn't have that issue. But like I said, I'm gonna be 47, so it's you know things change as you age and shit like that.
Did
Unfortunately.
you bring your when you moved into here? Were you able to bring your walker, your treadmill to help you?
Oh, the stepper thing, yeah, I still
Yeah.
do the stepper almost every day. I like to do it every day, but some days, the way that things are set up here, I just don't have the ability to do it every day. But I do it almost every day still. So,
So when this room is done, will you be able to sleep in it, or is it just going to be for stuff like this?
oh no, I'll sleep in it too. I mean, because
Okay.
right now I'm on a recliner and it's
Not the
not the
best
greatest,
situation.
but
Yeah.
no, but we're getting there. We're getting there.
We
Uh
know who to thank for we know who to thank for that, but we'll keep it
we
between
do.
ourselves. Yeah.
We do. And ugh, well, yeah,
We don't want to publicly shame anyone. You know what I mean?
uh, I mean, I really don't mind it, but
I don't want to complicate your situation. I don't want them to use it against you in any kind of procedure or any motions or anything. So I bite my lip. Eventually, it'll be all when it's all said and done. We should do an episode and call them out. That's what we should do when it's all wrapped up and
well, I
finished.
mean, and I'm hoping that that happens sooner rather than later, but I believe the next piece of mail that I'm going to get will say that things are on hold now because they're you know, playing their hand. Which I you see that's the thing that I don't like. I feel that they were dealt a pretty decent hand, even still with all of this bullshit. They were dealt a pretty decent hand, and I really kind of wasn't. So,
And that's a
you know.
shame too, because you know s- somebody lost a brother over this whole thing. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
one day the other party is going to be is going to sit down and think about things. And depending on how their life goes, let's just say the other party ends up alone one day. There's not going to be a brother there to talk to because they fucked around. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, that is true. That is totally
So it's
true.
like, I mean, at the end of the day, you still got people in your life. You know what I mean? And it's
Right.
like, so
Hmm.
I don't think you'll ever be alone. I don't think the other person
Right.
will ever be alone, but if there, if there is
No, no, no. He will because he really doesn't have anybody aside from the other
the other
person.
person, and the other person
Right.
could leave, could leave one day. We don't know.
I
You know,
wouldn't be surprised if they did.
I mean,
I wouldn't be
you
surprised.
never know. This world is weird. The next thing, everything's all good and going smooth, and the next thing you know,
Hmm.
boom, you've got nothing. It happened to you.
Yeah.
You didn't think you thought everything, she passed away. You thought everything was going to be, and then boom, your life crashed. So it could happen to the
Dude,
other party one day. I'm just saying.
when we moved into that house, I told her, I said, I'm not leaving this house unless it's in a box or a body bag or something like that. I said, other than that, I'm not leaving this house. And she said, that's fine. You won't have to. But we all
Mhm.
know what happened. Well, yeah.
Yeah, we know. But
Hmm.
like I said, we'll have a big shindig when it's all over with, and we can air the dirty laundry publicly and let other people be the judge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
But
mean, if
we'll
that,
wait.
then, then maybe some of those commenters that were in here before, whatever the fuck they were saying, then they can see
Right.
what's going on behind the scenes.
Right. But we'll wait because like I said, I don't want to complicate the issues you have going on, and I don't want someone to be like, well, look what he said publicly, and it's just easier to keep it on the low until it's all over with.
Right.
That's the
Right.
best way to handle it. That's the best way to handle it.
Hmm.
But
I
I have
agree.
been. You don't know how bad I've wanted to say something or post something because it's been. There's one thing
Yeah,
I've learned
she's.
throughout my life
Mhm.
is family is important. I got one of my daughters lives here because she's disabled and we're her guardian, so she's here. My other daughter had two children and she's not married and she lives here too, but she helps out and she pays. She's not a freeloader. She's got a full-time job. She works. She's got a brand new car she makes car payment on. She's a responsible adult. And we help her
Mhm.
take care of her kids. It's all good. But it makes you realize you need family. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of people out there who will take their family for granted, but they don't realize you shouldn't do that because one day you might need something and
Mhm.
no one's going to help you but family. So, like I said, I want to say something about what happened to you because that's like bad. It's just all around bad. And it's the kind of thing that makes me hope that, karma gets to somebody one of these days. You know what I mean? And they get paid back for everything they've done to you. But that's like I
Right.
said, I wait till it's all over with, but I will say something one day because it does piss me off. And
Well,
I know
see, and that's.
when I first found out about all this, me and you weren't talking, and I was still pissed.
Mhm.
I wasn't running around going, "Well, Mike deserves that," because I didn't leave you for anything. I didn't leave the network for anything you did. So it was like I had no ill will towards you. So when I read that post, I was like, "What the fuck?" But I've been quiet. But one of these days, I'm not going to be quiet, and I'm going to say something. And but I'm waiting for it to all be over, and then I'm gonna come out with both fucking boom and tell it like it is because
Yeah.
it's wrong. It's wrong.
I mean, and that's what gets me too. And I know, karma is a thing, and karma can, supposedly, will happen, or at least like That's what people say, and that is, kind of what I believe. But the problem that I'm having is it doesn't seem like it's happening fast enough.
Oh no,
And I mean,
karma is
that's
very
the thing.
slow. Karma is
Hmm.
very slow. Sometimes karma does it. Karma takes sometimes years and years and years to arrive. That's the problem with karma. Karma's slow, very slow.
Hmm. That
So, but yeah, I just it's
I
just
mean,
it just bugs the crap out of me to no point. Just because even if I didn't know you and was just reading what happened to you and had no idea who you were, it would still bother me.
mhm.
Because you don't do that to family, you know. It's the kind of thing, to be honest with me, they should be grateful that you are level headed, because this is the kind of thing that what happened to you is the kind of thing that you see ending up as a Netflix documentary. Like
Right.
you lose your shit and go crazy. So I mean, at least you're level headed, because some people, you know, they wouldn't have taken it as well as you have. So
Dude, let me tell you, I it was very difficult for a while because the fact of the matter is, like, because there were times where I've had to go to court, and to hear, like, a judge or the lawyer that was representing me, or the lawyer that's in charge of her estate now, for them to tell me that they don't want to hear about you having to carry bedpans full of shit and piss back and forth, and, like, washing her and wiping her ass and doing all that you did. They don't want to hear about that because it's not important. It's like that really, and even now, that fucking just bothers the fuck out of me. Because, dude, that was my life for 11 fucking years.
right.
11 years. So, even when we were doing these shows, I would have to leave, and I'd still have my headphones on, and I'd be fucking listening to whatever you guys were doing, or even sometimes I would be joining in from the other room while I'm wiping her ass. And it's like, how is that not important? Because nobody else was fucking doing it,
Right.
you know?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said I'm waiting until it's all done, because it wasn't just a small group of people that did you dirty, but the whole court system did you dirty.
Hmm.
And it's
Pretty
like,
much. And
and it's
they still
it's
are.
bullshit. Yeah. But hopefully it ends soon, because it's been going on far too long. And and there's a few things that I really want to just let loose on, but I'm not even gonna bring them up today, but I just want to, like, scream at the top of my lungs. But
Hmm.
I'll keep my cool for now. I don't want to, not that I think any of those people are even watching, but you never know when they'll go through maybe something and peruse it. Just, oh, Michael J did a video. Let me see. Let me scan. Does he say anything? So I prefer just to keep it, on the keep it to
Hmm.
myself for now. But I will. I will. I will.
Hmm.
So what I know you go away for the weekend. So what do you do? Do you program all the Rabbit and Red, get it all done and taken care of before you take off on Fridays or whatever day you take off?
I Well, I leave like Saturday afternoons. So what I do is, before I leave on Saturday, everything for Rabbit and Red TV will be programmed in. Like, I'll have Saturday and Sunday programmed. And then by the time I come back on, like, Sunday, like, early evening, late afternoon, early evening, then I'll program in for Monday, and we'll go from there. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
okay. Okay. But you do take care of everything.
Yeah, no, I do take care of everything. I do take care of everything. Except
And
for
because
I well, except for like the last not well, was it? No, last week you were on. The week before I think you weren't on because that's when they started doing the that's when they were doing the shower and stuff. So I didn't have access to my laptop in here because everything was kind of like in disarray. So that week
right.
I couldn't do anything. But any other time everything's programmed before I leave. So it's still, you know, will air. Um,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. So, all right. So, um, what was I gonna say? Uh, so yeah, I can move from what you brought up way earlier. I can move Yelling at Clouds to Sunday night. I can do it at 10 o'clock on Sunday night instead of doing it Saturday. So that wouldn't be a problem. I quit doing it. I didn't do it last week because I forgot why I didn't do it last weekend. One weekend I totally forgot about it. It slipped my mind completely.
Right.
And I didn't
Yeah.
realize it until the next day. I was like Sunday and I was playing fucking a video game and I'm like, I feel like I forgot to do something. And I was actually playing Grand Theft Auto, a GTA 5,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
a song came on, and for some reason, the song that came on the radio reminded me about Yelling at Clouds. I was like, motherfucker. So sometimes just plain old forgot, but I'll try not to forget this weekend. But yeah, that'll work. But she has to open. She opens on
Mm-hmm.
Saturdays, or no, not on Saturday. She opens on Sunday and Monday. So she
Mm-hmm.
has to get up at like 2:30, 3 o'clock, because she has to be. They open at 4 a.m. So she's got to be there
Mm-hmm.
before 4 a.m. Now, obviously, I'm not even thinking about waking up. Hell, sometimes I've only been asleep an hour when she wakes up. Um,
Oh
so
shit.
yeah, and like this week she's working crazy hours because a bunch of people quit. That's the problem. Managing a gas station, people come and go. And she
Mm-hmm.
works in such a small town, so there's not a lot of people. So, like tomorrow, she works from 9 a.m. until 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So she's doing a 12.
Holy shit.
She usually doesn't get out of there till usually takes her like 40 minutes to close. So she's actually working from 9 a.m. to about 10:40 p.m. But she's still working over 12 hours tomorrow.
That's
And
insane.
yeah, especially standing at a register all day because she doesn't work in the kitchen. Casey's
Oh.
has a kitchen where they make pizzas and subs and all sorts of good stuff. But she doesn't work in the
Mm-hmm.
kitchen. The kitchen has its own manager and all that. She's the store manager of everything. She's still responsible for the kitchen, but she has people who can work it. So she mainly works the register. So she's got to stand at the register for like 13 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, it's a pain in the ass. So she's working a
Right.
crazy shift tomorrow. And then she's got to go back Saturday and work from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. to cover that guy who quit. She's got an
Oh.
interview tomorrow, so hopefully this guy works out. She can hire him. But yeah, so they're a little short-handed. So she's going to be closing Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and then opening on Sunday and Mondays. So she's got to work 6 days
Oh.
a week. So yeah, it's crazy. So I'm not going to see much of her.
Right.
Until she gets
Oh.
back. But I am probably going to Georgia to visit my dad in September. Probably the first week, maybe the
Mm-hmm.
second week. I was supposed to go sometime this summer, but I got some doctor's appointments this month, and I got an important doctor's appointment in
Right.
July. So I didn't want to miss those. So I'll probably go see him at the beginning of September, which works out fine because
Mm-hmm.
it's an 800-mile drive. So,
Oh
it's like
shit.
12-hour drive. Yeah, it's going to take me about 12 hours to get there. And um it'll be hot and humid in September, so at least I got a nice car with an AC. So, and
Yeah.
when I'm on the expressway, I don't like using the sunroof because it's just too goddamn windy when you're going 80, 85 miles an hour. So I'll just use my air
Oh
conditioner,
yeah.
cruise control, and just go. But and I can drive for 12 hours. That's not going to be a problem. I have to stop from time to time because of my bad back and knees. I have to get out of the car and walk around. So it'll probably take me 13 hours, maybe 14, but I can do it in one day. I mean, I'm awake for more than 12 hours a day anyway, so I'll have no problem doing it. But I'm probably going to go down there for about 7 days. So that week that I'm gone, obviously, I won't be doing anything. No Saturday show. I might program it to do a past show. I might not. I don't know. So not many people listen live anyway. I'm lucky if 3 people listen live. I get most of the listens on demand afterwards. It's hard to get people to tune in live. Like here, doing this show. You know, people come and go. They'll pop in, they'll pop out, they'll pop in, they'll pop out. But then you go back in a week and you look at your views, and your views are way higher than they were when you were live. People tend to go back and watch it later at their own leisure, which is why I don't mind doing it live. I know some people are like, well, I'll just pre-record it. Well, that's fine. I don't mind doing it live, though, because for me, even if they come watch it 2-3 days later, you're getting the real me. I'm not rehearsing it. It's, it's off the cuff. We do plan some shows. We were supposed to do our top 10 and most embarrassing albums that we've ever owned, but you brought up your anniversary, and Murr had been sick, so I didn't know if he was going to come on, so I decided to shift it to what we did tonight. But next week we'll probably do the albums. But I don't mind doing it live because I want people to. That's why I like doing the show on Wednesday live. I don't want to feel fake. I'm not saying people who rehearsed it and planned it are fake. I just prefer to have that rawness of being, if I fuck up, I want people to hear me fucking up. I'm not a professional, an amateur. And if I do it live, then they get the real me, because have you ever watched YouTube videos? Like there's this guy, I don't have a big problem with him, but sometimes he's a little too much for me to handle. His name's Christian, CHH. He does the horror stuff.
I've heard of him, and I might have watched like bits and pieces of his stuff, but haven't actually sat down and.
He's not a bad guy, but sometimes he comes off a little know-it-all to me. But he does a lot of. You could tell he's professional with his stuff because you can see all the edits. You can see the cut in their video. And I've seen some guys on YouTube who have tons of cuts in a row. Like they'll be talking and then you'll see a cut. And they'll talk, you'll see a cut. They'll talk, you'll see a cut. And it annoys me to see that. I'd rather just be live, just do it all in one take. And if you can't do it in one take, then practice more. And that's how, there's been times I've recorded. I don't do playlist live. And there's been times when I've done playlists for 20 minutes and did something really bad, and fucked it up. I'm not saying like I threw an N-word or anything. I did something really wrong, or I wasn't paying attention, and I let another song play from some, So I'll go back. I'll just completely delete it and start completely over. I don't do any editing. I know how to edit, but I don't because I know it's annoying. Doing it audio-wise wouldn't be so bad because you really can't see. But when you watch a YouTube video and you see the edits, it's kind of like distracting. Distracting. I prefer to do it live. I prefer. So if I have, if there's 2 people watching, 5 people watching, that's okay because I know that I see numbers. And I get more views later. So, and like I told my wife, what else am I going to do? If I wasn't down here tonight doing the show with you guys, I would have either watched YouTube videos, watched a movie, which I can do anytime, or, I would have just played a video game. And it's like, if I do 1 live show a week, if I do 2 live shows a week, I still have plenty of time to watch movies and TV shows and this, that, and the other. So I couldn't do this every day. I couldn't do a live show every day just because there's things in my life I want to do. Like you.
Right.
You obviously do not want to do a live show on a Saturday because you have plans. And your plans take precedence. So that's how I am. So that's why, and I like to do things during the week. Because the kids, right now it's summer, so it don't matter. But during the school year, my grandkids go to school all week. So I'd rather do things during the week and spend time with them on the weekends. And that's the main reason I pre-record playlist, because I want my weekends. So now
Mhm.
that I'm moving yelling at clouds, maybe I'll be more apt to not forget and do it because it's a Sunday night. And Sunday
Right.
nights are usually, the weekend's over. Once 6 p.m. on a Sunday
Yeah.
hits, your weekend's basically over. You're going to be home, eat dinner,
Basically.
and get ready for work. So I don't mind. Your weekend starts, at 5 o'clock on Friday and ends at 5 o'clock on Sunday. So I don't mind
Hmm.
doing yelling at clouds, but I think part of me forgetting to do it was it was a Saturday. And then you play with the
Yeah.
grandkids, you have a good day, then you sit down and you're trying to relax and you totally forget, shit, I was supposed to do a show. So doing it on
Right.
Sundays
Right.
I'll probably be more consistent at it doing it on Sundays because
Now,
the end of the week and even the grandkids go to bed. So yeah.
right. Now with Rabbit and Red on Tuesday, are you going to be able to produce, or is that not a possibility, or what are you thinking?
I might be able to produce this Tuesday because she has to work. So if when
Okay.
I can do anything when she's not home, because I don't see my wife enough as it is. So when she's off, I drop everything to
Yeah.
spend time with her.
You,
So
hmm
she
I know what
closes
it is.
on
Yep.
Tuesdays now. So I'll probably be able to produce for you guys on Tuesday night because I won't have anything to do. I was going to produce for y'all on Tuesday, but Mur got sick and you canceled it.
He
And
was,
I was thinking
yeah, he
about,
was
I was
sick.
thinking of, right. And I was like, well, I was thinking about doing something with you on Tuesday night, but I was like, why would we do something on Tuesday and then again on Thursday? So I said, fuck it. He'll just be on Thursday. So, but yeah, I'll
Right.
probably produce you guys on Tuesday because I won't have anything to do. So, and I'll be able to do a good job, put imagery and stuff like that. So, you know, so yeah,
Right.
I'll
And all that.
probably it's probably like a 90% possibility that I will produce for you guys on Tuesday. What are y'all doing anyway on
Okay.
Tuesday?
Cool. I think we're gonna finally do the what the fuck films that we were supposed to do, I think back in January. But then all that shit started happening with the move and all that stuff, so it's like that got pushed back and pushed off. So that's
Y'all
what we're
really
doing.
haven't done an episode since January?
Well, no, we did that one where I did about the movie stuff that was the week before last.
That's right.
But that was the first episode that we did since like January.
That's right, because my wife said she was running to the store to pick something up, and I was like, okay. And then she left. I grabbed my phone and I went to the YouTube page, but you guys were done. So you guys only did like what, an hour that day?
Yeah, it wasn't that long.
Yeah, because I went on there and
And
it
I
wasn't.
think the YouTube got fucked up.
Yeah, it wasn't
I
live. So
think.
I was like, okay, well, I guess they're done. And then I was gonna message you and see if you. I was like, did y'all even do the episode? But it did work. It did work. I could see it, but when I first tuned in and went to the page, it didn't show anything live. So I was like, I wonder what happened. But yeah, so yeah, I, you guys did. You went a long time. The only thing you were doing was programming Rabbit and Red. TV. You
Yeah,
and doing, of course,
that's it.
uh, Saint Christopher and all that. But there was a huge window where you weren't doing shit.
Well, no, because I didn't, when I first got here, I got here on January 31st, and there just was not, I didn't have the space to do anything. Like I was just in the living room around everybody else, and it was just like I can't do a show. I can program shit, but I can't do a show around people. That just doesn't work.
You couldn't even watch or listen to any of the shows. You were like
Not,
totally
no,
like,
not really.
yeah. That must have sucked. Running your own network and not being able to do anything. That must have been eating you up.
Dude, I didn't like it. I mean, I didn't. And I think like after a point I did get the headphones. And I mean even like last night when Sideshow was on, I was sitting in the living room, but I just had my headphones on and they were watching TV doing whatever, and I'm just like, I had the headphones on and I was listening to you, and that was just that. And then they try to talk to me, and I'm just like, it's like like I'm busy. Like I'll have my headphones down like this, and he'll start talking to me. It's like, dude, I'm busy. I'm listening to something.
Now, now
Like,
here's my other
yeah.
question:
Hmm.
if with the movies you wanting to make, Resurrection and do the Skippy movie. Skippy movie's got to get done if I
Hmm.
have to kidnap you. But doing the two
It'll
movies,
get done.
running the and then running the network. Let's say
Yeah.
things work out on this other front. Are you going to still be
Yeah.
able? Does this other individual encouraging, like, yo, keep doing this, or will you give it all up?
When you say other individual,
You know what I'm
you
talking about.
mean
Other individual.
oh the
Y-
oh
Yeah, we're not going to be specific here, for intensive
yes,
purposes. This is kind of an inside
for
conversation
intensive
in front of
purpose.
everybody, but
Okay, right.
yeah, this if
Um,
are you-
yes, yes. The other yes, she is very very into what I am doing, and she feels that she's very supportive and feels that I should do what makes me happy, and
okay,
she would like
okay,
to actually see things get done. So yeah, the thing
okay,
is like she's like you want this movie done, you're going to do it, you're going to do, and even with the podcasting, even though, she may not be the biggest fan of the cripple, but not many people are a big fan of the cripple. Um,
right,
but she really, enjoys what I do, or at least like finds all this stuff interesting for whatever reason. I don't understand it, but she does. So she's very
okay,
supportive. So
right.
very supportive.
See, even though I am disappointed in my direction in my direction and my part in the film, I'm still going to obviously do it because I want the movie to get made. It's more important for me to see your movie made than to see me.
Mm,
This movie
well,
isn't about. So I don't care if I was in it. If I was in it for 15 seconds, I wouldn't care because
right,
I want to see your film get made. Now, the Skippy film, I'll be a little bit more picky because it was my idea and I
right,
don't want to I want to see it go a certain way. I don't want to see the film
right.
get
Well,
taken
that's
over.
yeah.
And I'm not saying this guy has taken over your film,
Well,
but
here's the thing. Here's the thing. The Skippy thing, by the nature of it, will probably more so be just us. I don't think we're gonna have like a big crew for that, just because by its nature, it's a road movie. So it's just
right,
basically two guys on the road. So, in all honesty, we really don't need a huge crew. I've got a tripod. I've got an iPhone. Let's shoot the fucking thing. You know what I mean?
right. No, I totally get it. I totally get it. And like I said, I don't
And
have
dude,
a problem.
honestly, with Resurrecting the Slaughter, okay. So this producer isn't necessarily officially on board. We have to make these changes, and then he'll make the decision to say yes or no. But he told me, he's like, for us to get this movie packaged and for you to get funding for said, and for us to get funding and all this stuff and actually get it into production, you need to make these changes, or else
Right,
we're not going to be able to. Because the thing is, he's like, look, he's like, at the end of the day, he's like, my time is money. He's like, I'm not going to get involved with something that I don't think is going to bring me a return. And he
right,
said, your concept is strong. He said it's very marketable. He said, people will do with it. They'll be for it. Um, you know, but you need to fucking trim it or streamline it so it
Right.
flows better and moves better and
Right.
it's easier to make. So I mean that's why we're making these changes. Now, like if he doesn't decide to come on, then I still might just take that original script and just I mean Rhodes still has this fucking strange idea in his head that I'd be able to take that script, the previous draft, the draft before the current one, and just run and gun it and shoot it in like a week and his whole thing is he's like, you made Camp Out Nightmare 6. If you made Camp Out Nightmare 6, you can make this. You can
Right.
make this. And I said, look, I made Camp Out Nightmare 6 in fucking 1998. I said I had a lot more connections with in 1998 where I could get locations, I could get people, you know, it could be fine. I said I had a fucking fire stunt in Camp Out Nightmare 6 where some guy almost got fucking burned really fucking bad. And his parents were standing off camera watching. And I'm sure that if he would have really gotten fucking burned, they would have been really pissed off. And I would have gotten into a lot of trouble.
Right.
But but the draft, the previous draft of Resurrecting the Slaughter was written in such a way that it's above six. It's above what six was. I can't make Resurrecting the Slaughter like six because by its nature, it's just a more involved movie. So it wouldn't work. Rhodes doesn't get that though. I'm like, dude, I'm like, I said, when I wrote six, in my mind, I was like, okay, I have this person, this person, this person, this person, this person. So I can write this part, this part, this part, this part, this part, because I have these people. There were maybe like two people that at the time I didn't know who was going to play those characters because I didn't have people to play those parts at the time. I was hoping that I could get people, but I didn't know at the time. But he fucking wrote the fucking Resurrecting the Slaughter script, which I love. It's great. But it's like, I don't have people that I can just fucking, say, hey, do you want to make a movie with me and for like no money and you'll just get food and that's it? No, that's not going to work in 2026. Doesn't
Right.
work.
Here's the thing. Here's what I'm thinking though. Well, here's the thought I have in my head. If this guy doesn't come
Hmm.
on board and you decide to go with the
Yeah.
original script, I'm sure Rhodes is going to flip
Yeah.
his shit. You mean I rewrote this fucking thing and you're not even going to use it?
Oh, he'll kill me. He'll fucking I don't doubt it. He'll kill me because dude, you don't understand. So we go every night. He's sending me like revisions, like new pages and shit. And it's like last night he's like, dude, he's like, I know I haven't made much progress over like the last 2 or 3 nights. He's like, but I gotta tell you, he's like, I got the flow. He's like, I got the structure. He's like, I got the new structure down. I got the flow. We're in the zone now, buddy. He's like, once I get through this scene, it's easy. The rest of it is just we're gonna coast through this fucker and it's gonna get done. So if I can have him wipe out this draft, like get it done by the beginning of July, that's my hope. Um, then that'll be great. But if this guy doesn't go on board and I say to him, yeah, this dude's not gonna do it, so we're just gonna take this script and just really try to, fucking make it happen. He'll kill me. He will fucking
Well,
kill me. I have
I
no
do
doubt.
I do have an idea for the Skippy film for Rhodes to have
Hmm.
him do a spot in it where me and you go to a diner and I want him to look like a
Yeah.
disheveled lunatic. I want him to look like a disheveled lunatic, and I want you to
You
be
can
like,
do that.
and then I want him to make crazy eye contact with you, and then for you to freak out. And then this whole
So
conversation of me
here's
and you in the restaurant, you're freaking out like, is that guy looking at me? And like, what guy? The guy over there. Don't look at the guy, but the guy, something like that, and have him,
yeah.
and have us end up having to run away because Rhodes is a fucking psychopath. So we like
Here's-
he freaks us out and we leave. I want to do something with him on, like, because I think he'd play a great fucking psychopath.
No, I think I agree with you. I think he would. Okay, so let's okay, so for the Skippy film, what okay, so I know it's like Skippy and the Man, I believe, is the working title at this point. That's what you're going with. So, but what is your character name? Like, did you think of an actual name for a cat? Am I calling you Grandpa or Grandpa the Nerd, or are you gonna have, or are you Paul, or are you gonna be like a different? Have you thought of a name?
I haven't thought of a name yet. I thought about doing the grandpa thing, but I think that would be too much of a, you know, I don't know. I don't know how people would feel about that. And then I thought about you just calling me the old man. But I was like, so I don't know if I'm going to use my real name or if I'm just going to come up with a name. I don't know. I wish, I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. And I was thinking of something stupid like Ernie, call me Ernie or something. I don't know.
Ernie,
I haven't, not that
right?
Ernie's a stupid name. I don't want any Ernies out there like, what the fuck's wrong with my name? I'm just, I haven't come up, I'm definitely
I
not going
can.
to be Grandpa the Nerd. That's just the
Well,
handle.
right. Hold on. Let me. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can get into Skippy for a minute here. Let me see if I can make this work because it's been a while since I've channeled him. But let me hold on. Let's see. Hey, hey, Ernie, Ernie, we're in these boxes. See, you're in that box. I'm in this box, and we're on the internet. There's people watching us all over the world. Can you believe that? I wonder if these people like Halloween, or maybe they know who Donald Pleasance is. What do you think? Do you have a friend
No,
named Bert? Because
no,
your
no, no.
name is Ernie. So
I, I
Bert,
don't know a single. I don't know a single Bert, dude. I don't know a single Bert. No
but
Berts.
your name's Ernie. Ernie always has a friend named Bert. If you watch Sesame Street, it's Ernie and Bert. So you need your Bert. So how about this? I'll be your Bert. I'll be Skippy Bert. Skippy Bert. That's what we're
You know what
doing.
would?
I'm Skippy Bert.
You know what? What what would be better than that? If I tied you up and
What?
gagged you and threw you in the trunk. That would be even better, and that would make for a quiet ride. You could be back
But
there, it's nice and isolated. It's like being in this box, except in the
but
trunk.
but
And the speakers are
but
better back there. You'd have great sound. It would be perfect, perfect back there.
so the radio would come through the speakers in the back seat into the trunk, and I'd hear it.
Yeah,
I'd
you
hear the
sound better.
music play.
Yeah,
It would be good.
you
It would be
sound.
good acoustics. I
Yes.
could I could wear this headset. I could wear this headset in the trunk and talk to you.
No, no, no. You'd have to have no headset. Just you in the back of the trunk. But
No,
you have a gag. You'd have a gag to help protect you from dust and
so
debris. So I'd put a little gag on you.
so
Keep the dirt from getting in
so
there.
okay. So let's okay. So let's practice, and I'll pretend that I have a gag on my mouth, and I'll mm,
Yeah,
mm,
there you go.
mm,
And
mm,
and if you want to practice even
mm.
better, now I'm gonna put you in the trunk. You ready? There. Now see, he's in the trunk. And it's nice and quiet now. There is no Skippy making any noise. So it'll work. I'll let him out in a minute, but there you go.
Mm,
That would work. You know what we should do? We
Mm,
should do some audio. We should do some audio. We should do some audio skits to play
hmm.
for practice for this. We should do that. Do some. You can talk now. We should do some.
Yeah, no, we can.
We should do, like
Was that, dude? I haven't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't done Skippy since I did that video talking to Grandpa the Nerd. I think it was maybe back in 2022 or 2023 or something like that.
right
That was,
when I did the whole thing when I did that skit. I don't think I have it anymore, but I made that
yeah,
video.
the Unsolved
Unsolved
Mysteries.
Mysteries.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're Skippy. Yeah. See, that's the thing. We should do. And see, this is what I thought. At first, I thought about doing a movie where we meet online, we're friends, that I find out I'm dying, so I want to go on a
Mhm.
road trip. But I thought to change it and not make it that depressing, and basically
Yeah.
have it to where I meet Skippy online, and I like the kid, but I feel bad for him. So I want to take him out, see the world, take him on a journey. You know what I mean? And then bond and have a good time and just do some outrageous shit like they used to do back in the 80s. A good old
Hmm.
fashioned funny buddy film with stupidness
Yeah.
and it doesn't have to have we don't have to have boobs or anything, but just a total straight goofy ass movie that is like just fun, just something fun. Like I
Yeah.
said on the show, like I said on my show last night, fucking everybody wants to take stuff too seriously these days. And like I said,
Yeah.
yes,
They do.
everybody shits all over the Fast and the Furious movies. They shit all over them. But
Hmm.
I enjoy them. Yeah, they're never. You
Yeah.
can't take them putting a Honda CRX into space and putting rockets on it. You can't take that shit seriously, and I don't. So I enjoy it.
Right.
I have fun. I think it's an awesome. I think it's an. They're awesome movies for what they are, and that's what back in the
Hmm.
'80s and the '90s people still enjoyed just a stupid action film. Well, I just want to do a crazy
Yeah.
ass buddy film. A good comedy film. You know. Like I know you don't like them anymore, but I got a kick out of those. I got a kick out of the Silent Bob and Jay movies. I found them humorous. They got a
Yeah.
little. They got
No,
less funny as they
dude,
went.
I still like the movies. I just don't like Kevin Smith. But I still like the
Because
movies.
I
Kevin
want
Smith is
to
a
have.
person I do not like.
I want us to kind of have a good chemistry, and like I'm not going to sit here and say I'm. To be honest, this whole idea of mine is influenced by like Jay and Silent Bob because I liked the
Mhm.
chemistry they had, the friendship they had. Of
Right,
course, we're not gonna
right.
steal anything. It's just the I like the whole idea of that kind of a friendship and that kind of a bond. And I want
Well,
us.
right. And I mean, we really can't steal anything though, because I mean, it's like they're stoners, and by
Right,
nature, Skippy's not a stoner, and I mean, you're really not either. But
right.
so that's the
Because we can
we.
even bring
Mm,
up. We can even bring up like, you know, I met, in the universe that we're going to be writing this story and filming this story. Um, I'm thinking that Horlick can be part of that universe. If they don't care
mm.
if we bring it up, you know, you know,
No, I don't. I don't think they'd. Honestly, I if you really wanted, I could probably get, like, if I were to talk to Dave and Vince, I could possibly get them involved to some degree if you would like that.
I
I'm
wouldn't have a
sure,
problem
dude,
with it
I'm sure that they would do it only because we were supposed to reboot Horlick in 2019. We were going to do that, but then COVID happened and my mother had her strokes. So that pretty much fucking put the nail in the coffin on that revival. So,
Yeah, I mean, if you want to include them somehow, like, you know, Grandpa saving Skippy from those mean people, but then we go on the road and I end up being one of those mean people in a certain degree where Skippy gets on my nerves and me and Skippy argue and me and Skippy this. But at the end of the day, I want it to be a bonding journey. So at the end,
Right.
you know, this
But it
my
could
old
be like an
ass
odd
more or less-
couple type situation.
right. Where at the end of the day, when the movie's all said and done, I kind of like adopt you. You know, like it's like meeting you and hanging out with you was the best thing that could happen for both of us because you were missing something in your life and I was
Right.
missing something in because it's it's a fictional universe, and I'll be
Right.
that lonely old dude, and we're not going to make it creepy or anything. It's not nothing creepy, just an honest to goodness building of a friendship off of just meeting someone online. I just think and
Right.
like I said, nobody makes good buddy movies anymore. Like I said, everybody wants to take everything so seriously. It's like, come on, man, you got to have fun in life, and
Yeah.
just plain goofy ass movies are fun. Look, I'll be honest, the new Naked Gun film, I thought for sure it was going to suck, man. I thought for sure it was going to suck. I didn't
I
want to give
love,
it a shot.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't even
I
want to.
hear you.
I didn't want to give it a chance. I let
Mhm.
the majority of people get into my head, and I didn't want to watch it. And then when
Right.
Thanksgiving, I think it was Christmas. My son and his husband, they were here, and
Hmm.
we said, "What do we want to watch while we're eating dinner?" So let's watch the new, boot up Paramount Plus. Let's watch the new Naked Gun. And I was like, okay. They wanted it. It's my kids. So I was okay. Let's do it. So we watched it. I never laughed so fucking hard.
I know, dude. It was fucking hilarious.
The
It
whole scene
was.
in the apartment where the guy was watching through
Hmm.
thermals killed me. It killed me. I was losing my
Hmm.
lunch. It was so fucking funny with the
Hmm.
dog and all that stuff. I was like, what the fuck? So yes, now I've heard, have you seen Scary Movie 6?
Yes, I have.
Some people
We
have
went.
some people have
We
told
went last weekend to see it, or 2 weekends ago.
some people have told me it's not really funny, that a lot of it's just forced and
Oh,
doesn't feel right.
they lie because, dude, that was fucking.
Okay.
It was fucking hilarious. It was fucking hilarious.
Okay.
There were
I
a
miss
few
humor.
jokes that maybe didn't land, dude. There were a few jokes that maybe didn't land, but the majority of it, dude, it was fucking dumb fun, just like the fucking first two were. So
Because
it's good. It's good.
I mean, yes, I have a thing for dark humor.
Hmm.
I really, dark humor entertains me, but at the end of the day, I just like laughing. Like me and my wife the other day were
Hmm.
watching old George Carlin from the 70s on YouTube, and it just brought back, I mean, I'd
Hmm.
heard it before back in the day, but it's just like I miss that kind of comedy. I miss Richard Pryor. I miss Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
I even miss Andrew Dice Clay. I miss all that comedy, and it just seems like everybody got too serious. They got too serious.
Hmm.
Everything's
Oh,
it's offensive, and my feelings are hurt. It's like comedy is just comedy. It's funny. But now if you laugh at something, it makes you a bad person. But I've been laughing at
right,
these kind of jokes my whole life, and I'm not a bad person. I come off as a bad person.
right.
When I do my shows and I try to entertain people, I get a little edgy. But that's because I grew up with the edgy kind of comedy. But at the end of the day, I'm a
Hmm.
nice guy. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to be mean to anybody. I get mad about certain things that happen in the world just like everybody else. I and you know, like like I said, my son is married to uh, a transgender person.
Hmm.
I don't got anything against gay people, and I got anything against transgender people. I don't got anything against anybody. I don't have anything against anybody. But I do like to laugh. And sometimes,
Right.
you know, dark humor, racy stuff, it makes me
Hmm.
laugh. It doesn't make me a bad person. And I don't think it makes anybody a bad person.
Right.
And that's what I want
No,
to
I
do.
agree.
That's what I want to do with the Skippy movie. I want to make something that's going to be fun, but not down a path where, young kids couldn't enjoy it. I don't want to do anything, I don't want to do anything R-rated, keep it PG, but still make it
You want
funny.
to do? What do you want? What do you want to do? PG or PG-13?
I could go PG-13 because I'm not going to drop any F-bombs or anything, but I want it to be funny, but not,
Well, see, that'll be a little different because the Horlick universe is pretty much R. I mean, we did keep it R, so that would
Right.
be, well, not necessarily because Skippy didn't curse aside from a few words, but he called it the sex movies and
Right. And we can talk you can say stuff like that. You could say stuff like that, refer to them as sex movies or something like that. That's not a problem. And you could be like, driving down the road and you'd be like, "Oh, I've never seen a girl with boobs that big before." We can do some kind of humor that's like, little risque, but not
right,
to the point to where, you know, it, you know,
right.
you convince a woman to take off her top or anything. I want to keep it. I
Well,
want somebody to be
see,
able
if
to
we
take.
did, see, but if we did that, you don't have to show it. You can just imply it. You know what I mean? And
Right.
then
No, I totally get you.
that's when I'd be like, wow, that's what boobs look like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but that works. But we'll talk more about it. But we're gonna have to wrap it up because I can
Yes.
one of my earbuds keeps getting higher and lower. So I think the
Um,
batteries. Yeah, I got my charger
yeah,
here,
you're
but
probably at
but
the end.
you got anything to plug? Obviously Tuesday, but retell everybody,
Right.
plug everything you got to plug real quick.
Obviously Tuesday, for Rabbit and Red. Tuesdays at 7 also is This is Ska, new episodes. Thursdays, also tonight, just started St. Christopher Presents Freak Radio. Just started over on WRIR, the Rabbit and Red radio station. Then you have this next Thursday with your 10 most or 5 or 10 most embarrassing albums list. I'm not sure how many they're doing, but that should be fun. Um, I believe Crippled Cody and someone else, his friend Josh, will be doing some political show over here. It was supposed to start this month, but I have a feeling that that will be delayed, which is fine. Um, I have to work out the details on that. Um, Other than that, I think that's all I got. And your stuff on GTN on Sideshow on Wednesdays, Tyree on Sundays, and hopefully Merc comes back. It seems like that is a possibility.
Yeah, he should do his live shows. Now, when you guys are on Tuesday, is that 7 your time, 6 our time, or is it 8 your time, 7 our time?
No, that's 8 my time, 7 your time.
Okay. Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
think starting at 6 was good, but no one can watch. Everybody's, depending where you live, at 6 o'clock. Some people are still on their way home, so it's better to start.
Are you gonna bump are you gonna bump Sideshow up an hour? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I have been thinking about starting it at 7 instead of 6. I have been.
Right?
I've been thinking about it. I haven't made a decision yet, but yeah. And then Saturday, don't forget to tune in Saturday. I know you'll have to catch it on the replay because you're busy,
Yes.
but
Yes.
Saturday is scrap metal. It's a mysterious band, but if you watch the show, I tell
Hmm.
you towards the middle exactly who all these band members are and the story behind it. But it's a band called Scrap Metal, and the album is called Sensitive.
Right now.
That's on Saturday over at grandpathenerd.com on grandpathenerd.com Saturday at 8 p.m. Central. And I bought the album. Well,
And
I'm not going to
playlist
tell you anything. I'll
well
explain it to you.
and
I'll explain it
playlists
to
will
everybody.
be and playlists will be over here too eventually after they air on your side, I believe. I don't think it's just I know we were doing that with playlists for a while.
Well,
So
you were doing all the construction. You were having some issues, so I've got a whole bunch of back ones that I need to put in the folder for you to air. Like I think there's a bunch.
yes.
I don't think I've given you any in a while, and I've got like a whole bunch. So I'll have to uh I'll have to get with you about which ones, because I know like every time Sideshow is over, I upload it right away, so you're up to date on the
Right.
site.
Yeah.
But I've got a
Yeah.
bunch of,
Sideshows I'm up to date on.
but I'm waiting for you to clean out the folder. Once the folder's cleaned out,
Yes.
there'll be more room. It's kind of cluttered in there, so
Right. Yes. I have
I don't,
to.
I
I have
don't
to finish that. That will.
I don't know why I did that to my microphone. I don't. So what I should do is you should probably put subfolders in there. You know, grandpa's music shows, and then inside that folder have like a playlist folder,
Have like playlists,
uh,
Sideshow, all
Sideshow.
that stuff.
That way, you know, and then yeah, but yeah, I think I've got a bunch of playlists still to give you. So once you get it straightened up, I'll send them to you. But yeah, my playlist will start airing some of the back ones because yeah, there's a I can look right now and fucking see, kind of get an idea because I don't think I've given you any of these. Like, I know you don't have the Falco one. I just did it. I know you don't have the Jefferson Airplane one, the Blue Oyster Cult, the Elton John, the Cars album I
Oh
did,
no.
Doors. Yeah. I don't think I gave you the
Yeah.
Doors
Those
album,
are. No. No.
uh,
Those I don't. Those I don't have. Those I
the
don't have.
album, Chicago's first album. I don't think I gave you.
No.
The
No, you didn't.
Ozzy Osbourne one, I don't know, or the Truth, the Corey Feldman album, I don't know if I did, or
I
so
think
you'll have
I think the Corey one I have. I'm pretty sure the Corey one I have. I'll let you
okay,
know. I'll let you
okay,
know. I'm pretty sure the Corey
yeah,
one I have. I'll let you know.
yeah, because I did Danzig, I did Rush, I did Reverend Run, I did Ugly Kid Joe. You'll have to let me know which ones I did. Rat, Faith No More's,
Hmm.
so yeah, you'll have to let me know. I got a whole bunch, but I know
Yeah.
those those first five I gave you. I know you haven't done those at all because I haven't. You were, you know, you were having your
Yeah.
you were busy. So all right, well
Yeah.
that's that.
Cool.
I will lower us and play the outro. So I guess this is goodbye, and we'll see you next time.
Hmm.